welcome to another part of the Trails into Reverie playthrough. It put me here. Thankfully, C's still masked in these splash screens for the main menu. This is important because last time we finally saw who C was. We'll get into that when we load into the game. Don't want to spoil things immediately, but for those that don't want to get spoiled, but you will be seeing his face. Also, weather update for anyone that was watching the LEGO Star Wars stream. No rain at the moment, lots of grey clouds. No, not as much wind right now. So, I think the worst of it's gone now. I'm trying to sort the curtain out. It's actually getting on my nerves a little bit. Right, that should be fine. It'll be fine. My body's usually obscuring that bit anyway. Last time we finished Act 2, and I erroneously thought I was still in Act 1 last time, so that was on me. I'll apologise. And of course, we learn that C was Rufus Albarea all along. There we go. Now you know. You should have probably watched the last part if you haven't already. But regardless, so now what we do know is heading out of Act 2 is Rean's been given a lead, thanks to Rufus, to go to the North Highlands. Well, Rufus himself outright states to Rean that he's off to Crossbell. And since Lloyd's in Crossbell doing whatever he's doing after Elia was revealed to be super evil all along, no! Maybe their paths will cross next? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, anyway, we have to start with Rufus for Act 3, so we just have it shoved in the face. And I hope to God I'm able to keep selecting things that don't show Rufus off. Because I know for a fact there might be at least 1 or 2 people on Reddit that'll be like, ha, see, this person's an arsehole. We're exposing the fact that it's Rufus Albarea. See, I can say that now, because we know it's him. I know at the start I was like, oh, I'll keep it quiet, but it's like, no, I have to state it. Unless there's a way to keep it as C at all times, which I highly doubt. But anyway, we're on to a Navali airship. You can tell Jingo's the party captain because of all the mishies.
You were quite punctual.
You bet.
Anyway,
So,
Jingo!
welcome aboard the
Yeah!
Argo, the vessel of Nine Valley's new high-speed transport service.
Navali really has been expanding. Now they have an airship.
Our pilot is a child.
You put some respect in Jingo's name there, Lapis.
We might have been better off on the ground.
I'll have you know that I'm a licensed pilot.
Yay!
That's real rich coming from
Being
you
licensed. See, that's the thing. Sometimes you do need to do things within the law. Even if you do black market, even if you do black market dealings with various criminal organisations, you still need a license. Fucking British, I swear to God.
You look like a bunch of kids about to go on a picnic with their daddy to me.
Oh, so that's where that name came from, because I saw that float around a few times after Reverie's release. Rufus is now a father to 3 children. That is not surprising in the slightest.
Ooh, we got burned.
But boy, did I not see your daddy's ID coming. Who knew my mystery client would turn out to be our former Governor General, Rufus Albarea?
The surprises keep coming, considering he's meant to be busy in Crossbell, subjugating them all. Shame that.
Oops. What, do you prefer Supreme Leader now?
We actually get to the natural introduction of Rufus Albarea. It's almost like as if we've
Please,
not had to see him
if
throughout
I knew I'd
the
be
cold
repeating myself so soon, I would have gathered my audience. That title is not mine.
So clearly that Rufus is possibly an imposter. Maybe this one's an imposter. Maybe they're both imposters and the real one's still in jail for, the war crimes. Maybe they're all fake and the real Rufus was the friends he made along the way. Who knows? The point being, though, this is definitely a version of Rufus Albarea. And we're playing as. Oh god, we're playing as Rufus Albarea. Ah!
I'm confused. Who's Rufus?
Alright, Lapis, let me go and get my channel link.
That's this guy's real name. C was a nickname. So it's Rufus, huh? I think it's much cuter than C.
To be fair, C is literally just a letter of the alphabet versus Rufus. A proper name.
I give it 85 points.
No, 85. No. I'm not going to disagree with Lapis there. Rufus is a nice name. I'll give it that.
Ooh, he kicked your butt, S.
Why would I care when I don't even get what criteria she's basing these on?
Just how cute she finds them, obviously. Have you not been listening to what she's been saying?
So are you
Swin?
famous then, Rufus? Everyone seems to know who you are.
Let's see, he was on the Board of Fours, he was the Jade Work alongside the White Hand Mantle Osborne. Oso is of the Abuea family, who are one of the big houses. Governor General of Crossbell, now Supreme Leader of Crossbell. That's not him, that's the other one. War Crime Extraordinaire. Murdered the shit out of Lloyd. A bloody legend. And he just slices her down.
He's not just famous, he's super famous.
And in a meta sense, has the same VA as Valimar. Our beloved, now sadly departed, Divine Knight. I'm sad. All of a sudden. But oh well.
He's the elder son of House Alberea.
Damn it, I just
Before Great
said
Houses of
it all!
Arabonia, and he became
Nadia.
Crossbell's first governor general.
Damn it!
Together with the Empire's Chancellor and Crown Prince, he led the country to all-out war.
Yep.
But then he got arrested after it ended. That's all the big
Thanks for a
common
reminder
knowledge
on the
stuff.
stuff in Codswallop
But
4.
trust me, I know all about the skeletons in his closet.
It's good to stay well informed.
Wow, you're so smart, Nadia.
Is knowing part of handling the unpleasant side of things?
Wow, you're so smart, Rufus.
Give him a gold star! We all say
Would you
sarcastically.
try not to stir up trouble with him?
As funny as it would be for Rufus to just throw Nadia out the window, or door, or airlock, whatever the airship has to stop people from just falling off the ship. Yeah, we're out of voice lines. Yeah, well, he's apparently not done making a name for himself. Because 3 days ago, he busted himself out of jail so he could lead a load of black-clad soldiers into Crossbell and occupy it again. Then he declared himself the new Supreme Leader, claimed he was carrying on the late Chancellor Osborne's will. And you're saying that wasn't you. Yeah, hang on, you were in Crossbell yesterday, and at noon today making statements. Yeah, it's finally clicking in Jingo's head. When do you have the time to go to Heimdall? He couldn't have been at this Crossbell like you said. He's been with us the entirety of today and yesterday. Thank you, Lapis, for being the alibi. Then that means... So there are 2 Rufus Albereas. More like one of you is a fraud? So it seems. I have no interest in making a public show of him being one, mind you. And I am the genuine Rufus Alberea. On that, you have my word. Or so you say. I guess I believe you. Even if Crossbell mistakes the other guy for the real deal, your brother be able to tell the difference. Can't say I even care. I'm just in it for the mirror. Good old Nefali. As long as the money's good. Speaking of, I thought the Erebonian government seized all your assets. How are you going to pay your fare? I have long kept my assets spread out in the event something like this were to happen. Good idea. That way you don't end up like, I'm going to reference GTA here, like a Trevor Phillips who ends up in the middle of a desert nowhere with not much money. Well, that's a lie. They give you quite a nice bit of money, but that's so you can buy an airfield to do one of the side things. It doesn't matter. What the government sees is a mere fraction of what I own. Clever Rufus. You really do prepare for anything, huh? Phew, I was worried we were duped into doing charity work for a sec. Well, we've come this far. I think it's about time you started filling in the blanks. About what exactly? You. We don't plan to call things off just because we know who you are now. But you've got to admit that you're not an average guy, and that means being around you is a huge risk on our part. Yeah, I mean, if he's going to start being a Trails protagonist, then you guys are in danger of having to be near a Trails protagonist. Actually, you know what? Being near a Trails protagonist isn't as bad as it might seem. I'm trying to think, who actually gets massively hurt in the series? Not really anyone in the sky. Not really anyone on Crossbell either, actually, thanks to Kea. And all that. Well, I mean, Grimwood does, but he was being evil at the time. Well, I mean, Ilya got hurt, but she got better. I mean, Cold's still like, yeah, Cold's still too. Crow gets murdered, but he got better, so... Actually, being a party member for Trails of Town, this is actually a really good idea. I better have not jinxed it for Daybreak, because I better not have done so. Just 5 seconds into Daybreak, everyone dies. But hopefully that joking is not what actually happens, because that'd be very upsetting. I think you owe us a more thorough explanation of what you were up to before we met and what you're after now. It's the least you can do if we're going to keep working together. Very well, I intend to do as much from the very beginning anyway. You'll have to understand the full scale of our situation before we advance to the next stage. Rufus needs to do some explaining. Rufus's tone remained flat as he recounted recent events. It began late at night on March 14th when Auroch's fort in the prison presence fell under attack. Pardon me. So this is where Rufus was being kept after the offensive Cold Steel 4. This was the work of the Ebon Defense Force, who were there to aid the crossbell division of the Imperial Defense Force in their escape. Upon freeing the IDF from their underground cells, they continued on to another cell in that same fort, Rufus Albawea's. Yet their aim was not to free their former leader, but to assassinate him. Ruthless deftly turned the tables against them, while also managing to extract a wealth of information, even if their knowledge lacked the finer details. Fair enough on that one. Don't want Rufus to know everything, I guess. Since, I don't know, he's playing this now, he doesn't get to know everything yet. He learned that they had abducted Prince Oliver and would be executing a major operation in less than 24 hours. He also learned of a small suitcase that the EDF wished to find with great urgency. Sensing trouble brewing in the wake of Crossbell's liberation, Rufus then resolved to escape to better assess the situation at hand. Fair enough. Next day, March 15th, was no less eventful, as the events of Lloyd Act 1 happened. Imposter using Rufus's name and face as his own stormed Crossbell signing ceremony and declared it occupied once more. Crossbell can never catch a break. This information paired with intelligence gathered to suggest further trouble brewing in Heimdall helped the real Rufus ascertain his next objective. He issued a statement claiming to be the Prince's abductor to Law Class 7 to the Imperial Capital, see Rean's Act 1, and following that set his sights on Orcos Canyon to take this enigmatic case the EDF were so desperately seeking, see Rufus Act 1. And then Act 2 we just did in the previous two parts, so as we're up to speed on that lot, outside of what Lloyd was doing, obviously. You know the rest, of course. Wow. You've been a busy boy, huh? Well, I've been cooped up in the cell for half a year. I had plenty of pent-up energy eager to be spent. To continue, it's clear that the actions of the EDF and my suspicious self were planned to the letter. I imagine a multitude of events these past months have been part of their grand scheme. Not just the recent attack on the city. Post-war occupation, the occupiers electing to ignore my calls to surrender, and even the city's liberation a month ago. If this fake Rufus is pulling the strings here, you being around only is going to be one big headache for him. You think it's possible you being locked up in the same place as the IDF was intentional? I would assume so. Everything about it right down to my assassination attempt. And that in and of itself was just a small part of something much greater. Then what are you planning to do about it? You sound like you've got a pretty good idea of what you're up against. So what does the real Rufus want? I have two goals. Goal number 1. The first is to eliminate the imposter who seeks to use my name for ill. Fair enough, understandable, Rufus, have a nice day and all that, carry on, and all that. That makes sense if it means them being around equals people trying to kill you. Exactly. And the second is to settle a past debt. Oh, it's Ghost Lapis. Crossbell's current status traces its origins to the war that ended not long ago. I, the primary member of the Ironbloods, was one of two who led the charge in that war, the other being the famed man whom I was revered as a father, the late Chancellor. Having made this mess, it falls to me to clean it up. The Ironbloods are an awful loyal bunch. I also feel a certain degree of responsibility towards Crossbell as its former Governor General. Let me see if I've got my head around this. In short, you want to rectify Crossbell's situation and fix whatever's going on in Erebonia. That's sum it up, right? That would be the end result, yes. You know, that's a lot to expect 4 people to pull off. That's why I never specified it being us to achieve that end result. There's no reason it has to be us who faces our enemies. See, previously in Act 2, when Rufus was able to get Class 7 to beat up a bunch of the EDF fellas. Confronting evil and overcoming it with heart and willpower is best suited to heroes, not villains like myself. Like Rean and his friends, whom we fought earlier, and their SSS counterparts in Crossbell. No need to imitate what they have perfected. Works for me, doesn't feel like our style. What we can do is learn the truth behind these myriad occurrences in our own way. Oh, pardon me. And we can start with a very valuable clue we happen to have in our possession. Everyone stares at Lapis. What is it? Why are you staring at me? You're just so cute that we can't help ourselves. I mean, that is that's a valid reason, and Nadia's got that correct on that one. Really? I see. That makes perfect sense. To be admired is the destiny of a masterpiece. Gaze upon me to your heart's content. It's hard for me to picture a doll being the key to unraveling all that's going on. Well, there's a lot of questions that need answering, Swin. That's the sole reason behind it all. It's weird, yeah. And her not remembering anything makes it that much harder. Got any plans for tackling that one, boss? I just so happen to have a question for you two regarding that very issue. Joe Rosenberg was her manufacturer, and the man who requested that she be delivered to me. Well, technically, yeah. Now that our work in Heimdall is done, I was hoping to visit him in person, but your hesitant response tells me that that may be possible. Has something befallen him? No, not Joe Nope, he's fine. It's just not much would be gained by going to see him. He's the one who gave us the job, but he specified that he was just an intermediary. Basically, he was a middleman. My guess is that whoever had him give us the jobs is also the one who got him to make her. Mainly because he didn't seem to know much more than we do right now. I see. The only choice is to aid her in recovering her memories after all. I assume you don't know where you were originally crafted. I wish I did, but I'm afraid not. I got a place we can start at least. Joe didn't directly deliver the case to us. He said to pick it up from the Moon Temple. He must have hidden it there before hightailing it out of Crossbell. It'd be a safe bet to say she was made there or close to there. Almost certainly the Rosenberg studio on the main mountain path then. Sounds about right. We passed on the way to the temple but didn't go inside. A wise decision. If the master hid the case elsewhere, then the studio has been compromised in some manner, I'm sure. We still do not know if her memory loss was unintended or deliberate, but danger or no, it's possible that we'll find something to ease her current predicament. Good old amnesia. And no, I'm not going to quote Futurama again. So we know where we're going then. Of course, our course was always going to lead to Crossbell. The timing is apt. We may as well go now. Yeah, since we're there. Oh, but how are we going to get in when the borders are so well protected? Fear not, for I have a plan, though it will require some preparation. I'll need your participation in order for it to work, but the details can wait. For now, rest well, children. Welcome to Rufus's Route Act 3, a light in the dark. I was getting so sleepy while they talked, but I feel wide awake now. Tell me about it, Lapis. It's so annoying when you feel so tired, but then you're wide awake. But when you try to do literally anything, you end up feeling tired, so you go to bed, and then you end up feeling wide awake, and that cycle just continuing until it's 3 in the morning, and you suddenly realise that you have no value of your own life. Yeah, that's rather depressing, but regardless, not much we can do about that, sadly. Perhaps I'll tour the ship and see what everyone is up to. We're not even playing as Rufus in his own route anymore. Ah! Well, we are Lapis, which means we are cute. That'd be all. So I'm assuming I still can't actually switch to theirs. No, I have to do a whole bunch of stuff in Rufus as well. Okay, right. I've just realised. All of the Iron Bloods, besides Cedric, are playable now. God damn it! Falcom, no one's paying for their crimes! Except for Crossbell. Crossbell's paying for everyone's sins, as per usual, which is stupid. Anyways, heading over to Swin and Nadia. Hey, Lapis. Is she asleep? Yeah, sure is. That's a shame. I wanted to play with her. Sorry to disappoint, but let her rest, okay? She always wants to sleep, so today's been a long, rough one for her. Does she normally sleep a lot? Well, she's hugging a teddy bear. Just like how I can go to bed and sleep hugging a Jigglypuff. It's a good thing that this Jigglypuff is indoors, because that wind would definitely blow it away. It'd be like, Jigglypuff, no! So, you know. That's an understatement. She spends most of her off days out like a light. Yeah. I remember being a teenager once. She's even fallen asleep in the middle of combat. That is a dangerous thing to do. Has she ever been to a doctor to fix it? Yeah, because that sounds like narcolepsy to me. Oh no, she's not sick. Just very laid back. Makes life a real pain sometimes though, let me tell you. I'm sure it does. But she's my partner, and there's no one else I'd rather depend on when it counts. Besides, I sought to protect her in her brother's place. Read the 309 novel. I intend to honour that for the rest of my life. Are you and her brother different or the same? I'm finding it hard to wrap my mind around the idea of siblings. Oh god, don't have her meet Estelle and Joshua. Her ideas will go completely wrong. Let me put it like this. How would you feel if Joe Rosenberg were to make another doll exactly like you? If they were exactly like me, then they would be perfect. Oh god, Mr. Perfect over here. Fucking hell. The world being blessed with more perfect things to admire is a good thing. Right, that's it. Lapis, you're banned from saying perfect. I'm getting annoyed with it. Well, what if that other doll wasn't as cute, pretty, strong, or emotive as you are? What if others called them a failure? There isn't any such thing as a Rosenberg that's also a failure. But if by some chance that were to happen, I'd be very annoyed to hear others speaking of them that way. There you go then. That's how siblings are. Do you think Rufus would be annoyed if he heard something like that about his brother? That's who that boy we saw before is, right? Beats me. I don't know the first thing about what goes on in that guy's head. So it's a mystery? Yeah. Anyway, you should try and get some rest while we have the chance. Assuming dolls need rest anyway. Okay, thank you, Swin. Swin being as insightful as ever. You know, it's nice to have a straight man like Swin.
Sibling. Do I have any out there?
Oh. God, imagine more than one Lapis. Well, if it isn't my littlest customer. You want something? I just felt the urge to tour the ship, and you're hardly big. Haha! I'm still bigger than you. Come to think of it, I haven't introduced myself to you yet. Now have I? Name's Jingo. If there's anything you want your hands on, you just give me a holler. I'm Lapis. Nice to meet you, Lapis. By the way, you're not human, right? Indeed, I am not. I'm a proud Rosenberg doll. Really? Huh, the world's full of surprises. You don't look surprised to me. When you're in my line of work, you meet all kinds of folks. You're not the first unusual customer I've had. Well, we know a lot of the repertoire of who Jingo has had in the past. So, yeah, I'm not. Your job sounds very interesting. You know what else would be interesting? Mods. Could I interest you in a Gatling gun for an arm? Or eyes that let you shoot lasers out of them? Do you want to get copyright striked by Square Enix? Or maybe even Marvel? I'll give you a pretty discount. You can do all that? It'd be worth a shot. I agree that would be interesting, but none of it sounds as beautiful as my current design, so I'll kindly pass. Yeah, no big. If you change your mind, you know where I am. I certainly do. Lapis just returns in like Daybreak or something and just dual-wielding miniguns for arms. It'd be badass, I tell you. Anyway, it's time for Cerberus lessons. Cerberus! Doggy time! Yeah! Cerberus! Yeah! Oh, he's a good boy. What's his lesson about? Being the strongest guard dog around. Well, now I've got to know. What does that take? So far, I've had him help with the cleaning and run my shop, but today he's getting pointers on flying this baby. Oh god, no. Meanwhile, 5 seconds later after Cerberus assumes the wheel, still be able to navigate anything life throws at him, and that includes the steering wheel. Woof woof. Okay then, first I need you to plop yourself on top of my seat. Wait, is this gonna work? I guess as long as your front paws can reach the wheel, it's all good. You can do this, Cerberus. Good boy. Lapis, don't encourage this. Woof woof. Hang on a minute! Swin coming in to intercept on this stupidity. I was gonna burn up first, but I can't keep my mouth shut after what I just heard. Oh yeah, what's that? Maybe the whole idea of trying to teach a dog to fly this airship! I'm with Swin on this one. This is quite batshit insane. This is not the first thing that Cerberus has been taught to do, but still not hearing what the problem is. How's he supposed to learn if he doesn't take the wheel? All of that is a problem. You're trying to make a dog transcend the limits of the canine species. Oh, come on. Now you're just exaggerating. But you're welcome to tune in on his lesson if you want. What part of what I said makes you think... I just had a dream where the whole airship fell out the sky. Oh, God. No, you just dreamt what's going to happen. It was weird. In that dream, a dog was flying the airship and we just went... Where are you, ass? Comfort me. Okay, well, anyway, we're paying for this flight, so if you want to attempt the impossible, do it on your own time. We'd like to live for the landing, if you please. Woof. Oh, fine. You're one tough customer. Okay, so Cerberus is...
Cerberus is so cute.
Lapis is correct on this
I hope I can pet him
one.
later on.
Oh, the head pads for Cerberus. Woof woof. I'm sorry, what was that? Woof. You're trying to say that I'm adorable, aren't you? Well, of course I am. I'm a Rosenberg doll. But don't worry, you're adorable too. What? A bunch of Mishy dolls are about here, we can see, including up here on this bit. Anyways, onto the deck. Lapis is not easy to control inside such a tight space.
I'm afraid
That
this
sounded
side of the
wrong.
deck is
Don't
occupied.
Take it.
You'll have to sleep elsewhere.
Rufus, opting to just take a bit of a rest up on the deck.
I wasn't planning to sleep out here.
Oh? Then what's brought you outside?
I wanted to go stargazing. What about you?
I wanted to take in the night air.
Since we're both here, there's something I'd like to ask.
What is it?
I know that you're a famous man, but are you a good man or a bad man?
Oh, Lapis, I don't know that I've called him a cunt like, I don't know, 5, 6, 10 times now. That shows how much of a bad man he is.
Bad. Though that would be putting it mildly.
War crimes. It's the worst thing you can do. War crimes. Well, actually, no. That's the only other worst thing than war crimes is, yeah, involving children. And we're not going to go down that route.
So
we'll put it
very
that
bad.
mildly.
Very, very bad. I have used anything and everything to advance my interests, be it titles, fame, or even those pure of heart. There is little point in feigning a moral compass when human lives hold no value to me, or acting chivalrous when all that does is hinder me.
Do you still feel that way?
I do.
Yeah, just reaffirming. Yeah, I'm evil. So what? I care more about someone using my fucking name.
I'm using you, Swin and Nadia, to bring my designs to fruition, am I not?
Yes, you are, Rufus.
I'm also
Yes,
using
you
those we met in the capital, like my brother.
Yep.
None of that sounds like something someone good would do, yes. You really are a very bad man.
I'm glad we could come to an understanding.
Yay. Understandings.
Armed with that knowledge, what do you intend to do?
Lapis just gets up, beheads Rufus with the briefcase axe, and just goes about her day.
Am I supposed to do something?
I suppose a doll has no reason to care if a human is good or evil.
That's true.
Being a doll has nothing to do with it. But were you hoping I would admonish you? Or perhaps comfort you?
Of course not.
Interesting way to take it, Lapis.
Okay. Then I still intend to do nothing. Whether I praise you for your deeds as a hero, or chastise you for your misdeeds as a villain, it
Or
won't
the
change you at
opposite
your
if you're
core.
a dumb wrestling
You
fan.
are
The
who
number
you
of
are.
times people do that.
Just how does humanity look through your lens for
You are
you
who
to
you
think
are.
in
Yeah,
such
that
simple
does some things
terms?
quite well, actually.
I don't know. I can't answer that when I'm still learning about what it means to be human. All I can say is, I don't see if you're good or bad, where you're from, or how you were raised. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack. Because none of those are what make you exist as a person. So it can't be that you suddenly
is always the
don't exist
non-humans
just
that get
because
all
someone decides
philosophical?
to reject those parts of you.
That's quite a philosophical approach
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what
matter.
I mean, like...
Or
Seriously.
perhaps that objective thinking is the most one of artificial intelligence can fathom.
That could
I
also
don't know.
be true.
How could I know? Just to me, being is what makes a human a human.
Yeah, yeah.
Perhaps you're
That's a
right.
way of looking at it.
And so, it's what makes you, you.
Others, and I'm stepping on every single religion's toes here, believes that God is the reason why humans are human.
Perhaps you're
but
right.
Who knows on whether that's actually truth or not. But anyway, I should shut up about religions. religion, seeing as
I
I'm
don't
very much
remember
agnostic.
the exact moment I began to search for meaning in
I
my
don't believe
life.
in any religion still, though. At least none that I know of that exist. And, Rufus does need to
My
find meaning,
father
doesn't he?
elected to raise me as his own son, irrespective of the fact I was born because his wife laid with another man.
You bastard!
He did so with the same ease he rejected his flesh and blood because he was born from a common woman.
Well, maybe the Duke shouldn't have cheated.
When I learned the
Fucking
truth,
infidelity. The
I finally
Albareas are
understood
full
that
of
House
fucking hell.
Albarea wanted me not as a human being, but as a product of noble blood. It was so hard to bear that it made me sick. Was that all? Was that the only
I need you
reason
to
I
carry on
existed?
the bloodline and, you know, do the whole Albaware thing and be an evil cunt! The fact that Eustace is like the one good seed is very telling.
I refused to accept it. Couldn't take it.
While I get MLP in my head again, I'm gonna find a hammer to drive that out again. Fucking hell.
And as I turned my eyes from this
What's going on
terrible
here and
truth,
stuff?
a new, more terrible thought dawned upon me. If that was not the reason I existed,
Existential
was?
crisis! Yay!
that was when I met him.
Enter Osborne.
It is said we seek that which we do not have. Through him, I sought the father I never had.
That sounds like fatherless behavior to me. I should know.
I convinced myself that if I did as sons do, and became more than he ever was, then I would understand the real reason for my existence.
And then Rean, Eustace, and whoever you took with you beat the crap out of Rufus and Black Albrook in the Imperial Fortress before having to go on and fight Osborne.
And there
Oh,
I
and
was.
McDonald, but nah, that doesn't
At
matter.
last, I had a goal, something to pursue. I stopped at nothing to make that goal a reality.
And that
There
includes
was
the
no
war
effort
crimes.
too ambitious, no principle too sacred to violate. But no matter what I did, it still wasn't enough. Everything I had done to secure my victory had led to a resounding, humiliating
Whether or not
defeat.
Eustace was actually any good in the fight against Rufus or not doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
A
Point is, he
defeat
lost.
at the hands of my own brother,
We know
who,
who was
despite
declared
his
the winner.
unfortunate upbringing, had grown into someone strong and true. I envied him for that.
His friends, specifically Rean, Marcius, and Milliam. And I think, is that possibly Laura? It's a little harder to tell.
But perhaps I should
no,
have
yeah,
known
that's
all
right.
along that a mere product could never hope to have a real, genuine purpose. The whole predicament would have been worth a laugh had it not been so deeply painful.
See, Rufus, the power of friendship knows no bounds. You should have learned that by now.
Why am I here? What is my reason for being? Who am I?
You are who you are. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person. Just to me, being is what makes a human a human.
Such nonsense.
Oh, Lapis is asleep.
I thought you weren't planning to sleep out here.
Well,
I'm unsure if dolls are capable of catching colds,
but it is Rosenberg after all.
but I
You never
believe
know.
you've taken in the stars enough for one night.
Just for a laugh, Rosenberg just decides, I will design this one to be able to get the bubonic plague. That would be funny, but also deliberate, just sabotaging. Like, oh god. One airship journey to Crossbell, and we get a nice green line because this is Rufus's route. And that's what we get. Lovely stuff. March 19th. Are you all prepared? Ready to go anytime? We're good at this stuff. I don't know what we're preparing for, but I'll give it my best. Our interests will be served if you say nothing at all. We best served out. Okay then, I'm gonna make a landing. Woof! Into Crossbell Airport. Okay, well, they better have a good fucking plan here, because we'll just land in the heart of the enemy and hope things just go swimmingly. Halt! Are you authorized to be here? There we go. That's a way of doing things. Your Excellency! What is the meaning of this? You stand in the presence of our Supreme Leader. We informed you in advance of our arrival. Why were you not ready and waiting? Our deepest apologies. There's no need to be quite so harsh. These are good men. This airport has only been under this jurisdiction for a few days. It takes time to adjust to new responsibilities. You are merciful, Your Excellency. We will ready a car for you at once. No need. I've arranged for one personally, so remain here and continue your duties. Yes, Your Excellency. Well, that plan went a lot better than I thought it would. What a bizarre experience. Not everyone gets to be their own imposter. Hey, don't be too close to earshot. You fuckers. It's hilarious. Good on you for thinking it up, boss. Well, I wasn't lying about them being good. It won't be long before they learn the truth from their superiors and come after us. We shouldn't remain in the sea any longer than is needed. It can't hurt to scope out the place first though, right? I suppose we'll have to make a brief tour before continuing on for the main mountain path. Does part of scoping out means inspecting all the restaurants? That's gonna have to wait till next time. The things you put into her head, Nadia. You... Ah well. But yes, we should probably check out some of the stuff in Crossbell, see if there's anything different compared to when we were last in here. Anyway, a change of clothes for Rufus later. And, ho-ho! Using the invisibility tech. Oh right, I got this stuff from Jingo. What is it? A farewell gift, apparently. Ah, fishing. Welcome aboard, new Trails protagonist. Have this fishing stuff. Custom wood and a custom spooler. And 10 fishing bait. What, does he think we're off on a picnic or something? What's a picnic? Ha ha ha! You are too darn cute, LB. No point looking a gift horse in the mouth. Let's use it. We'll look like tourists or something. Good for camo. Indeed. I'll leave its use to your discretion. Just try not to stand out too much. Got it. Might be nice to take a breather every now and again. Swin and Nadia can now fish. Nah, Rufus can't. You see, they're the protagonists, clearly. Rufus is now in stealth mode. Rufus will move about the sea in stealth mode due to the Ramder's functionality. That's right, it's weird that he's using a Ramder. Must have managed to get one fitted for him specifically. Or he cracked the blight box that was causing it to be like, oh no, only these specific people can use their specific Ramders. Note that when Rufus is the pirate leader in town, he cannot be seen by others or use shops. So we do get a Rufus with mask and Rufus shirt outfit as well. Right, there we go. No one can tell me it's not Rufus. It's just going to say Rufus no matter what though. Darn. Ah well. Not much I can do about that. So I guess that means we just can't talk to people. Oh no, we can talk to people still. You don't see passenger trains run through here anymore. There was a time when you see all kinds of trains coming and going. Those days aren't gone for good. Oh well. So yes, I guess this is a good time for a bit of a rain check on Crossbell as a whole. See how's it going without Lloyd being there to be all I am a hero kind of thing. But hey, if I played a video game, every video game where Robbie Damon ends up being a fraud.
The administrative district? Could be flying a little too close to the sun.
Yeah, possibly.
But then again, sometimes that's what you gotta do to nab something juicy.
Very astute. Indeed. The higher the risk, the greater the reward.
I don't see why we shouldn't go there at some point, personally.
So that gives us an idea as to where to go, but I'm not sure if it's going to be easy to get to the Island District personally. Anyway, let's see. Does Grenadier sell more stuff? Nope, that's Bullfighter. That's for Rosie. but he does sell plate guards and metal boots, which are legit just better equipment for everyone. Like, I would be a fool not to buy this stuff. Or, I'm horribly under-equipped. Oh, I am actually horribly under-equipped. I don't have many accessories. No wonder everyone's getting statused. Except for Nadia, who starts, of course, with her own fucking thing. Which actually gives arts and defense and cast time reduction. So, you know, useful stuff. Oh, that's because I don't have any other things. Oh, okay, right. I'm going to need to... You know what? Since I'm here, let's buy some accessories. Fucking hell. Let's see. What can we get? Oh, just preventative stuff, sadly. But let's get a citrus bottle for Swed and for Rufus. Then we'll get a stone brush for Lapis. I don't know, just something different. And that for that. And then, oh, one death blow thing. Just out of making sense. There we go. That at least now sorts us out a little bit better. But weapons, looks like we're going to have to either find an ordnance station that specifically gives us the correct stuff, or some other shop will have to sell that to us. Let's see, what can we do? Can we head into the SSS building, or will we just get stopped? Yeah, we get stopped. The door is locked. Huh, this is precisely. And seeing as it appears to be vacant, we best be on our way. Ah, it was worth a shot. Oh, so this is bullshit. The store sells a thing for Wozzy, but Wozzy's on... We know Wozzy's in Lloyd now, because he showed up at the end of it. Oh, well, might as well head into Gen 10 or something then. This will be a good time to just double check on our ordnance situation for Rufus is locked, as we can't share our inventory with the others yet. We can't talk to Wendy still. Hi, welcome to... Oh, it's not often we have kids your age coming in by themselves. Just between you and me, if you're the good kids I think you are, you should stay home where it's safe right now. I don't know what this is like with this guy's speeches they keep playing on the monitor cards around town, but they seem to be brainwashing people into following his every word. Be careful. Oh no! This imposter Rufus is Scientologist! No! Next they're going to be making us listen to the new Linkin Park! Ah! Anyway, if you kids get into any trouble, I'll try to help you the best I can. I know some good people. I'm sure we can find a way to help you, even if we have to keep it on the down low. My, how generous. We'll keep that in mind. She's friendly, isn't she? And well connected. She knows people who are working underground. Well, it means that we can at least still do this stuff. Can't make break freeze, darn. What can we actually make? Not a lot of stuff. Actually, hang on, we can make it fade free. I know I just wasted all my Serpith, but I don't care. Swin, you're becoming an invasion tank. Or at least you're becoming better at fading. Like, seriously, please. Please dodge more often. Actually, you know what? Because we have access to Tasman, we probably don't actually need many of the accessories for the preventative stuff. We need them for the stats. More than other things. At least that's my thought process. I'm assuming most of the stuff in the department store is going to be the same as it was during Lloyd's bit, because it was like that in the crossbell games where they were regularly not really updated. So and Console still 4 for that matter. But we can check. We can do our shopping. We can get some hot cheer peckies. We'll buy a few. Otherwise, yeah, just accessories. Not really all that useful, really. And general stores will probably contain just general store stuff. Which means a Mishy tail. Ooh, that's quite pricey, but it's a Mishy tail. I'll buy it. We'll give it to Rufus. Why not? You know. Also, get a special issue of the Crossbell Times while we're here. Right, let's go to our book section. 4 days have passed since the deciding ceremony. Okay, yep. The efforts led by pardon me. As some of the central figures in his new administration, Dieter Croix, for example, and Garcia. So the Crossbell Times, I would just state that, yeah, it's Ilya. So, honestly, not really that much of a twist, to be honest. Silver Silk, and then these are just... Yeah, now these are probably more of the ones we want to put on people. Just because that will help us. I'm now gonna have to now check to make sure it's okay. Yeah, heavy chain there, so that's good. And I would prefer preventing Fane over the mission over the other one. I realise. And then the Strager shop. It might have something new that's useful. No, I mean speed up, but then the lower defenses. It doesn't really balance itself out too well. Okay, so yeah, some of the stuff is still not as good, some of it is better, how it is. Really, the accessory thing is literally just a case of, we just haven't had access to accessories, and all that, so... can I quick travel? No, I have to manually go to each of the districts, damn it. Security here is too heavy for my liking, we'll have to find some other way to get to the main mountain path. Sucks to be us. Okay, so we can't go that way. Let's head to East Street then. See how security is on that end. And if it's not so bad, then we can also try the other way around and go West Street and see how that is. So yeah, means more Wayne check. We can check out the Bracer Guild, hopefully. Oh, maybe it's locked. Yeah, it's probably locked. Notice suspending operations. Will be temporarily closed until further notice. Damn it! Figured it'd be closed. As did I. I'm sure its members will still be keeping themselves plenty occupied, however. Yep. Darn it. Well, no Bracer Guild. We can head into Navali still, though, so that's useful. Hello, Ashley. You folks look like you have some pretty interesting stories. Don't get your panties in the face, I'm not going to pry. I've got enough going on in my life, you four can have a look around. Wait, did she say 4? Oh, P, you gotta keep it down. I guess it's too late for that. Who do you think you're fooling? I almost feel bad for you. If that was your idea of being sold, then I don't see you getting very far. She's really tearing into us. Hold on, now that I think about it. Did the sign on the storefront say, correct, this is Nefali's main store. Jingo would be her daughter. Nefali is one of few businesses that caught my attention as Governor General. So he seems to have its uses. Yet here you are, still covering your rear end. You're a real piece of work. What are you guys talking about? Someone explain it to me! What do you all knock it off with the whispering? Wrap it up. I'm trying to run a business here. Either buy something or get out. Yes, ma'am. She has a point. Stores like this are more of our style. We should probably stock up while we're here. Yeah, probably. Well, we can check the bargain bin at least and be like, oh, an independent special. The Manly Munchies egg sandwich. We apparently missed that as well. Okay. Special issue. Crossbell has fallen. Man, we missed that issue as well. Oh, wait, fine. We'll pick up these. And at least then they won't be in the bargain bin again. What can we trade? Is it just the usual stuff? Yeah, usual stuff. Ooh, we need the melon, salmon, and cheese ones for the Pecky badge. Simple enough. Right, well, let's just, items... Manly Munchies egg sandwich. We can now make a soft-boiled egg sandwich. Lovely stuff. If we really wanted to, of course. I don't personally want to make that, but yeah, you know, it's a thing we can do. Right, well, other than that, I mean, the Fisherman's Guild is a place, but I'm not seeing much more point in this. Let's head over to the harbour, see how security is from that direction to Admin District, because then we can, and if it's also too strong, then we'll try heading through West Street. No Marco over by the IBC building. Okay, well we can still head in that direction, see what's going on there. Because yeah, there's not much going on there. We can't even head up there. They must be on patrol. Are these the Panzer soldiers we've heard about? I'm sure to see them deployed in the sea. All the more reason not getting a fight with one of those things. Soldiers or not, we can't afford to be spotted by the enemy. Let's put some distance between us. Okay, so yeah, we can't go there, but I'm assuming we can do the fishing spot. Wait, where's the fishing? Oh, the fishing spot's over here now. I guess it's different from the one
we should be able to
Lloyd,
fish here.
Huh. What can we find in this version of this bit?
It's got heft.
We got a grate. Oh. Oh, I made a muck up. I thought I had it, and then the game's like, no, you don't have it. So it's like, but we did get it at the end. Swin has got us kangaroo. I have caught more fish than I have in any of the other games, I think, at this point. Right, anyways. Clearly, we can't go to the IBC building, but we can head on over this way. Yeah, security is less big on the admin district. Perfect. So the admin district from here. Yay! Means we can at least take a look. I don't recommend going too far into the admin district. That's right near to Orcus Tower. Who knows what they have to be able to sense Rufus. See, this is the thing. They're going to be like, hang on a second. Rufus is meant to be in the town hall. In the admin center. What the fuck? Why the fuck do we just believe him? So that's the Supreme Leader, huh? From a distance, he really does look exactly like Carl Rufus. Other than his haircut, you struggle to tell them apart. Yeah, he's with Garcia and Croix and Shao. Shit, is our cover blown? Isn't he one of Hiwei's top brass? And we can't take any chances. We must move at once. Yeah, well, it's been a few days since he got beaten up by Lloyd, so funnily enough, he's probably thinking, I don't want to get beaten up again this quickly, but what the heck, I'll just go. Who knows, or he'll inform and we'll get surrounded very quickly later on by a bunch of Hiwei. I think we're good now. We should be able to get to the entertainment district up ahead now. Is it just me, or are there lots of people here? It isn't just you. We'll have to take proper precautions. Meanwhile, it looks like the imposter has made it up to the Orcus Tower bit to talk. The power of the Wanda! Wow, some crowd, huh? Now you must be watching whatever's on the screen. I can't wait for when we're in Daybreak, because then in Calvid, we'll actually have a Wanda then, by that logic. It's your fake boss. It appears to be a recording.
As you well know, Western Zemuria is in a lamentable state. Jirai and North Ambria have become frequent targets of terrorism, and racial conflict remains rife.
So there's issues in the world.
Evil is no longer a seedling to be uprooted with ease. It has bloomed and dispersed corruption across the entire continent. Yet all hope is not lost. I ask that you remember the ideals of the late Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gilead Osborne. He understood that if we could not eradicate evil in parts, that we must then be united as a whole through armed might. If we forego a unified system to divide and allocate our resources where they are best needed, we will never know true peace. That is why I, Rufus Alberea, the successor to His Excellency's legacy, have vowed to bring our many great nations together.
So we'll unite it all under one banner, but some of these issues are just going to remain no matter what, you see. That point, might as well just bomb those bits out of existence, you know?
We cannot let evil continue to sow its seeds. We must fight back for the sake of humanity's future. And should any neighboring country to which I extend this warm invitation refuse, they will receive due judgment for their arrogance.
Q War Round 3. This is just crazy. No two ways about it. And the boss is crazy for wanting to stop him. No two ways about it times 2. I'll take that as a compliment. What's he talking about? Uniting as a whole? Forcing it through armed might is no better than terrorism. You see, that person knows what's up. So, as per usual, the crossbell public are not exactly the most thrilled. Good on crossbellians for pushing back. I'm surprised. I figured they make quick work of anyone speaking ill of them. Look, guys, the channel's changed. And here we go. Elia Plateau from Arkansas. This one looks like a live feed. Insert a bunch of words beginning with D and may be able to work well with alliteration. As Ilya starts dancing. It's words I used in several parts by now. I need to come up with better ones. Damp. Dangos. Dazzling. Down dicks. No, that doesn't work. Well, anyways, dancing allows for everyone to now be playing rushed as per usual. He's right. If we just keep waiting for peace to happen, it'll never come. Crossbell is the economic hub of Samaria. Our job is to lead and pave the way for the rest of the world. Every word Supreme Leader Rufus has said rings true. He's the very symbol of hope for our future. Rufus, yeah. Something about these people is making me uncomfortable. Say Nadia. Ah, shit. Even Rufus is getting affected at least a bit, but he's trying. Rufus, why are you just standing there? I'm bored of this. Let's go somewhere else, please. Rufus! Hey, Rufus, are you listening? Swin, Nadia, why aren't you talking to me? Are you bullying me? How dare they? And the cloak's decloaked. That's not good. Huh? Wait, Rufus! Nadia, Swin! What's going on?
Mercuria.
Ho ho! Stealth Recurio occurring.
Over here.
And when? Wait, that doesn't sound like when though. Hold on. Well, Wen to the rescue. Thanks, Wen. Nice of you to show up. We appreciate a bit of Wen bright in our life.
Whoa! Check out all the dolls. It's LP as far as the eye can see. I'll thank you to remember that I'm a Rosenberg doll.
The key point of that is the Rosenberg part, obviously.
I'm in a
The
different
emphasis.
league compared to those garden variety specimens.
Still just as pricey though, because I think I know where we are.
And yet, some of these were in fact made by the studio of which you speak.
Really? Oh, you're right! This perfectly sculpted masterpiece is unmistakably a Rosenberg.
Labus knows what is and isn't a Rosenberg.
You have our thanks. Now, would you prefer Angel of Slaughter or Ren Bright?
It's Wen! Finally introduced.
Call me whatever you like, Jade Rook.
And I'm not sure if I'm getting along with the voice or not yet. Is this just straight up a new VA, or did the voice director just go, okay, how about we do something a little bit better with the voice, or a little worse with the voice, depending on what direction you want to take. See, Kea, it's like, you know what, I could probably get used to that. When, though? Fair verbal source has confirmed to me that Wen does show up in the Daybreak stuff. To what extent, I do not know. So maybe they were prepared. So maybe this is LAS preparing for the future. I don't know.
I suspected something wasn't right
Something
about
just
our
doesn't
new
sound
Supreme
right.
Leader.
You know?
And seeing you explains why.
I've heard you were an astute one, and you do not disappoint.
But again, that voice for Wen last time was solely for COD Still 4 because she didn't appear in COD Still 3 or 1 or 2. And they didn't make English voices for the crossbell games when they actually got them localized. Rah. So maybe this will also be how we hear when it comes to the Sky games. Who knows?
Someone you know?
Depends how much of Sky gets remade.
Not on a personal level, no.
No, but she was on the good guy's side,
But
taking me
we
down.
are familiar with one another's backgrounds.
Hence
I
the
honestly
mention of
didn't
Angel of
expect
Slaughter.
to meet you quite like this. Though, truth be told, my interest is mostly in her.
Everyone just wants a piece of Lapis. What can you do? You're associated with Joa Rosenberg, if I'm not mistaken. She is? I did a lot for me in the past. I guess you're the same as us then. So it seems. My name's Wen Bright, and since fate has brought us together, what say we make the most of it? If you're a friend of the Meister, I suppose we were bound to meet eventually. My name's Swen. I'm Nadia. I have a feeling you and I are going to be two peas in a pod. What a coincidence. I was just thinking the same thing. Oh god, no. Anything but this. We totally have the same vibe. Oh god, why? Swen, be careful. This would be heartwarming if it weren't borderline chilling. Incidentally, if I may ask, since you are aware of her existence, might you have heard something about her from the Meister? Not as much as you're likely hoping, I'm afraid. Aw. He contacted me a short while ago. All he mentioned is that she exists. He also asked me to help her if she ever needed it. Ah, so you don't know anything about her background then? I'm afraid not. Sorry to disappoint you. The objective remains unchanged. We should make for the Rosenberg studio. Oh, that's where you're headed. Then might I join you? I haven't been there for some time, but it seems to have been occupied by someone exceptionally unpleasant. I was thinking of giving the place a little spring cleaning, but it's a bit too much for me to handle alone. Then we should be glad to have you as our guide. I wonder what Jingo would say if she knew we'd be would say if she knew we added another kid to our picnicking group. Welcome to the Imperial Picnicking Front when the IPF, we'll shorten it down to, that is not our name, alright fine Swin, be a killjoy. Before we depart, there is one more thing we should confirm. Yeah, I don't want to run into trouble like we did earlier again. What did we witness in the entertainment district before you came to save us? Evilness, that's what, obviously. It's a form of mind control employed by the Supreme Leader. Seriously? So he's brainwashing people. The principle is similar, but it works somewhat differently. It can be used across a wide area and the effects are cumulative. I was able to save you with all arts earlier because the effects hadn't fully set in yet. Oh, thank goodness. But the residents of Crossbell who have been exposed to it multiple times won't be as easy to save. Darn. And the weapon bringing this form of mind control is Ilya Plateri's dance. So it seems, although I still don't know exactly how it all works. But at last, now the fallen sun princess casts shadow over everyone's hearts like that of an eclipse. Well, to be fair, the sun will set at some point in the day, so that's how they were able to keep the people in control despite how forcefully they took over Crossbell. Well, I hope our Rex is okay. Regardless, I think we've established it is not something we are capable of countering at present. And before anyone questions who our Rex is, that's Rex here. In the previous part when we were doing all the Reverie console stuff, we did get a daydream, basically a side thing. Basically establishing that Rixia and Swin and Nadia know each other. Simple as that. Simple as that. And oh, Nadia, may I have a little bit of thoughtful break to do here now, where it's like, actually, we do know. Well, she's somewhat safe. She was having Lloyd out in Act 2, so hopefully she'd still be there in Act 3, but regardless. Let us be off. LP, time to mose. Just a minute. If you don't hurry up, we're going to sell you to the shop. Oh, do not sell her to Imelda. Do not sell her to Imelda, Nadia. You, the evil you impose. Then you'll be stuck in a display case, unable to move. Just like those dolls, there'll be no more walking, talking, or yummy desserts for you ever again. Nadia is just pure evil, I swear. And now I'm coming. You big meanie. And Imelda, hello.
Well,
nice to see you again.
Are those customers I spy? What a peculiar bunch you are.
Yep, I see. He has a spare mask. Wait, when did you put that on? I thought it was broken. I always carry a spare. Good. Good on you. You arrived at just the right time. I'm about to get going. Thank you for taking care of me these past few days. I think nothing of it, dear wee. Are you getting off with these people then? That's right. I can tell you're in for quite a hoot. Hehe. Oh, no doubt. Looks like Naya. Oh, wait, that was... Stars above! I see that old man made himself a new model. Just look at how expressive she is. One, Lapis, one. This woman scares me. I'm impressed you were able to tell she's a Rosenberg so quickly. I couldn't convince you to part with her, could I? I'll make it more than worth your while. You won't regret it. How much are we talking? Gosh, now I'm tempted. How could you even think of selling me? Nadia, you meanie. You can drop the act now, Nadia. I'm afraid she is not for sale now. We still have need of her ourselves. I see. That is a shame. But my office still stands if you ever change your mind. You've outlived your usefulness, Lapis. Now get put in this display shelf. No, that's evil. No. Please don't do that. Don't do that to Lapis. That'd be really mean. But then again, the whole break the cute one is always a thing. Time to make our way for the Mind's Mountain Path. Wham to power. What a fun little gadget this is. Snagged one for yourself during last year's spy debacle, I'm guessing. Correct. You never miss a beat. Okay, so he basically did steal one and managed to get it to work for himself. Huh. Failed to... So the security can be broken. Smith is a fucking liar. Anyway. Ugh, pardon me. Oh, rather he was drink or free. Anyway. I guess that's that for here then, as we need to head on over to West Street. I don't know if we can head over this way or not. We can, perfect. Because the TV's now off. Looks like the casino's closed. No gambling in an occupied state. We can head over to West Street, just double check to see what there is there while we're en route, because, yeah, we've got to go to mines, which means through the residential district, which of course they didn't map into the game, because fuck you. Hey look, it's the junior SSS. What are they up to, I wonder? What the heck's going on? Pulse was totally against the Supreme Leader's whole thing, but suddenly he changed his mind out of nowhere. My bro did the same thing. Could it be, brainwashing? Mommy and Daddy have been acting weird too. Are we going to start acting like that? I don't know. Let's just make sure not to listen to the Supreme Leader. Yeah. Clever children. Yeah. As per usual, the children. Much more harder to brainwash than the adults. Funny that. I wonder that's why political stuff in America is politically going on, politically speaking. Oh, so might as well just check to see. Hey, we can infiltrate Yuna's house. Let's infiltrate the room. It's so boring around here now that the seat's been occupied again. Yeah, everyone just goes on and on about the Supreme Leader. It stinks. Hello, we're intruders. What the? Who's she and where's she come from? Wow, you're all dressed like a doll and your hair is super fluffy and really cute. My, what good taste you have. I am Rosenberg Studios' Masterwork doll after all. Praise me more. Huh? Wow, really? Listen, I know they're just children, but you shouldn't blow your cover so easily. Sorry about it, you two. A little fine likes to tease a lot. Don't take it seriously. Oh, really? It was just a joke. Oh, now I'm confused. Damn it, Swin! But I guess we could, but at least it seems like Lena's doing good. Well, all I do lately is sigh and sigh. No matter how boring things might get, I can't keep on going like this. Darn it. I'm sure Matthew's trying his hardest to make the best of things over in Michelin too. I'm worried about Yuna, but I know she's doing what she can with her teacher and classmates to set things right. Well, we kind of abandoned Yuna for her to do other things during Act 2, but still. I gotta pull myself together. I need to stay positive for Ken and Nana's sake. Good approach, Lena. Good approach. In the halls, that's just good check on how things are going there. Let us head onwards to the main mountain pass. If I suddenly change the title to Chris does all of Act 3, then we know why, because I end up playing it for like 10 hours or something. I joke, but I feel like at the current pace, Reverie is going to be a lot quicker than Cold Steel 4. Even if I like take a break for a week every now and again, like, aha, I see a chest. It's right over there on the pier bit. Oh wait, that means we're going to get the fish now in the main mountain path. Following this path here will eventually take us to the one leading to the studio. There are monsters wandering around, but I think we can take our chances. We can, yes, but what about you? Oh, you needn't worry about me. Pulls out her scythe. I got my weapon right here. Wow, that's so neat. Why, thank you. So you use a scythe, huh? What a peculiar choice. It's simple design, but belies just how difficult it is to wield. I can use most weapons, sure, but this one always has my heart. Because it's neat. Because it's perfect for slicing off heads. No! No, indeed, I'm just joking. The more I get to know you, the more I think we're going to be the best of friends. I like it if you didn't bond with her over beheading people. Why? That's what everyone in the Middle East does these days. Or is that being way too stereotypical? By the way, are any of you familiar with United Front? Oh, finally! We'll be able to do that on Rufus's route instead of being like, man, if only we had this feature, that's kind of nice to have. Can't say that I am. I'm not either. Is that unusual that we don't? It's still in the early stages of development, so not really. It's a new Arcus 2 feature that lets 5 or more people work together. Oh, you know, I might have heard something about that. The students have better teamwork than I gave them credit for, so I've been wondering if there was more to it. It was like a buffed up version of Combat Links. You hit the nail on the head, even the fact that those students were using that. It does have its limitations, like how only those who share a certain connection at the end of the twilight can use it. I, however, am one of those people, so you might be able to pull it off as long as I'm around. How promising. It's worth the attempt in any event. I agree, there are exactly 5 of us here, so there's no reason not to the next time something tries to play nasty with us. Sounds like a plan to me. Indeed, we can now use United Front with Rufus's group.
How could you, Nadia? How could you think to sell me off
Ready?
to that woman?
Because this is the face of true evil.
How couldn't I when your cuteness is worth a fortune?
This is evil.
I wouldn't want to insult you by
incarnate.
cheaping out.
On
I'm
guard.
that cute? Well, that is true. I forgive you.
That's a way to get Lapis to forgive.
This was an alarming about-face.
It's not the first time. Anyways, returning party member. When? Is she any different from how she was in Cold Steel 4? Nemesis Party is powerful as and a break of D, and there's a 50% chance of just knocking out opponents, potentially. After all, most bosses aren't death blowable, but still. As for Calamity Throw, it is still the same as it was before, a power C plus, a break of A, and a line of medium, with a KO of currently 40% chance of 20 CP. When I swear was 60 in Cold Steel 4, what the fuck? But a power of S, a break of D, and unbalance of A with line medium plus, so it's about the same as Calamity Throw in a way. Nightmare and KO can occur with a 20% chance, but 8 ECP for this. Oh god, that's ugh. Zodiac Code, this feels like an order to me, is an arts defense and speed up of medium for 4 turns and restores 20 EP and restores 1 BP. Ooh, lovely. And Calamity Sphere is an accelerate one, which means it causes 5 BP to cast as an order and has a cast time of minus 70% for 4 turns. Good on you, Wan, I guess. Nonetheless, let us make our way to Rosenberg Studio. This enemy doesn't run away, meaning it is a higher level version than the previous version? Or is it still like level 104? No, it's still level 99. It just came after us. I guess we're just not high enough level yet for them to start running.
On guard.
No need to really go too hepped up
Marcus,
on this,
activate.
because, I mean, they're going to be weak to magic. I mean, I'll kill the petrified one anyway, because...
Me.
Yeah, we probably don't need to worry too much about these, because they're not really going to be all that strong. See, I could probably, like, high speed this.
All you were was weak.
Oh yeah, we also get access to a masterclass because Wen is here. So the game gives us, which masterclass does it give us? Because when I need to go into the menus, I forgot to do that. I apologise profusely as per usual. I'm sorry. I'll go commit various acts of bad stuff later. Anyway, Titania is what we get given. That's why she has a support craft that gives her more arts. It's so she can be used as an arts caster. Something that we've not really had a... Well, I mean, we do actually, because Nadia, but still, no, this is nice. Titania is a large course that recovers EP for offensive arts of 0.25% damage as EP, and an arts defense boost begins when battle happens when battle begins and HP is low for 3 turns of a small amount, and a reduced delay of 2/3 when it comes to Mirage Arts compared to the full delay that normally would happen. Also some Mirage Arts, and for stats, it is A in both Arts and Arts Defense and EP, meaning this is definitely an artsy one, while your strength stats are, while your physical stats do not get anything. Woo! So yeah, it's probably actually a bit better than, actually, a bit more Arts Defense than Arts Defense. So there is differences, and yeah, it's a Mirage one. So it's nice that we got another one. We could theoretically put on Nadia instead of Talisman. We could put this one on, get some more EP back for the offensive arts we've been casting, while also potentially doing critical damage with said arts, you know? It's the options that we get given, is the point. Also, she starts with access to being able to put UR just straight on, although we don't really have any on Rufus's route yet to really put on there. Unless we really want to put that impression one on. So yeah, these first couple of enemies are what we've already encountered. If you wanted to go do a little bit of fighting on Lloyd's route back in Act 1. I almost said prologue. I consider it as part of the prologue. Yeah, it isn't really. These ones, however, we couldn't get to are level 113. Okay, these ones are actually meant to be ones we fight. Actually, yeah, you know what? We can do this.
All for one. And one for all. Cut him loose.
So now a bunch of people who weren't involved at the end of the Twilight, and Rufus can now
I'll take care of it.
use it.
Very well. It's me.
Because yeah, Rufus was not involved in the final fight.
All
but
right.
he was there. He was in the Ethereal Fortress.
All you were was weak.
Even perfection
Even perfection. do, do, boom, boom. Anyways, a chest. Ooh. We get ourselves a teal bomb, a celestial bomb, and an EP charge free. Thank you, game. We love getting that stuff. Anyway, we need to make our way around there to get that chest. That's a guarantee. Shame we don't have a moon lens at the moment, but not much I can do about that until, I don't know, we get a moon lens. Maybe this chest will give us a moon lens. Oh, just dodge around that enemy for the moment. I think we can get it by surprise at a later point.
Oh, I can smell the
A
riches.
true Compasure Shawl. Gives defenses, speed, and prevents petrify. Not ornament equip, which is better than the stone brooch, meaning we wasted our money. Yay! Actually, no, because I didn't know that that's what we were going to get, so not much I can do about that. Let's double the damage to the enemy.
Fortune favors the clever.
Yeah. What am I doing? Okay, these things have definitely got more health.
Target locked.
It's me.
Ooh, there's a weak to Cross Crusade occurring. Why would I not use Cross Crusade then? There, see, Cross Crusade
Wow,
works the
you're
charm.
so amazing. I know, right?
Altair reaches level 7, giving us Chrono Break, as well as the high HP increasing break damage is now up by 50%. Well, up to 50%, depending on how high your health is. And of course, Razor Speed and Battle Begins / HP is lower 3 turns now instead of 2, and a auto health regen of 3%. That's actually not too bad, as it helps keep that break damage being as high as possible. Thank you, game.
But of course.
And Rufus level 109. Do punch. Okay, well I punch myself for some weird reason.
I feel exuberant.
Well, we can tell we got the full bar of the charge thing. Onwards to Mountains Mountain Path 2! Which didn't get remodeled till now, because we never went this way in Coastal 3 or 4. And we're getting stopped at this point. Huh. Well, I better throw a save in the event that this is a boss fight. Might be. Might not be. Don't know yet. Oh. Oh, right, okay. Now we're getting Rufus into the Reverie corridor. Okay. What was that? Something wrong with us? No, it's nothing. What is this I'm sensing? Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Rufus' story for a brief period. Well then, let us proceed. How much longer? I'm so tired. We haven't even walked that far yet. Rosenberg Studio isn't too far from here. And you, are you sure there's nothing wrong? You're acting awfully preoccupied. I simply don't think it's worth mentioning. No, wait. Nah, see, there we go. What is that? Looks like a piece of a mirror or something. That design is really weird too. I didn't take you for the type to collect trinkets. I'm not. I couldn't tell you where it came from. It just suddenly appeared in my pocket. What? How could that be possible? I don't know the answer to that, but nor do I think we can afford to leave it unanswered. A predicament indeed. And we are now locked out of that, but we can't return to the Reverie corridor yet. The game outright is not letting us do so. Huh. I guess that means we now have to actually partake in Rean and Lloyd's routes for a bit. Based off the description, we might as well head on to... Ooh, I don't know. Do we head to Rean or Lloyd? Based on everything, let's head to Rean because we know what the fuck Rean's up to. Actually, we could actually try venturing into the Reverie corridor immediately and just see how that goes, but nah, probably not. Probably get locked out of it for a bit. Oh, pardon me. March 18th, Fairfane Palace in the former Chancellor's office. So, not long after the situation with Rufus occurred. Thank you for giving us so much of your time today. I appreciate you helping us attend to the aftermath of recent events. Of course, we couldn't turn a blind eye after seeing it for ourselves. We feel investigating the coup de grace further is our responsibility as much as anyone's. We've rounded up most of the people involved by now, though, haven't we? I believe you have. And with Princess Alphen and Elise's assistance, we were able to look into suspicious relatives of fellow students as well. Yeah! There are only some suspects still at large, but it's only a matter of time before they're in custody. I'm so pleased I was able to help. Our classmates seemed generally shocked to learn what their relatives were up to. Can't say I blame them. You'd think they could hold off on the crazy until things at Crossbell calmed down. Or the timing's on point since the EDF showed up here too. I would assume they're linked, yes. I've been aware that some in the army were opposed to the ceasefire and subsequent downsizing of the military, but it's frustrating to not have seen the extent of their opposition coming until after they've made their move. Can't blame myself for this, Representative. Besides, maybe this works out better. It gives you the chance to take out the obvious trash instead of sniffing it out yourself. That's true. With so many of them confirmed to be in custody, we shouldn't have to worry about the capital for a while now. Plus, the information we got will make it easier for Dad and General Van Dyke to take action. Indeed. We each have our burdens to bear here, so it's best to focus on what you can do as the current head of our nation. I'm sure Marcus is also doing what he can in Crossbell. Meanwhile, Marcus just dead in a ditch. This is when we get to Lloyd's bit, and it's just like, man, I can't believe it. They shot Marcus and just left him in this ditch. And nothing of value was lost. Wait, hang on, he had an accelerate craft. No, something of value was lost! Get up, Marcus! No! Indeed, you've hit the nail on the head. I don't have time to dwell on past mistakes, or what I should have done with Crossbell as it is, and the Prince and Lady are still missing. Alright, I think we covered all we can on the coup d'etat problem. Let's turn our focus on the other big issue we need to think about. Sup, fuckers, it's me, Rufus Aberware. No! Rufus! It's not possible for him to be both near the capital and running Crossbell at the same time. So then, who did we see? You said you requested an investigation into that, right, Milliam? Yep, while we're taking care of the coup stuff, it should be about...
My apologies for the delay.
Claire! Nice to see you again.
Just the gal we need.
Yeah.
What's the word, Claire?
Well, it took longer than I'd hoped. But this information came directly from our sentries near the border. They confirmed that Crossbell's new Supreme Leader never left the state while C was active.
Meaning they are different people.
Then he wasn't lying.
Yeah, there really are two Rufuses.
Dear Lord.
But how is that possible?
My nightmares have come true.
It isn't. It's preposterous, even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh.
He played us enough to be the real thing.
He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of that coup for him, while he gets away with whatever info the EDF provided him.
Using every means at his disposal has always been his way. And this was no exception.
Indeed.
Then are we in agreement that the Rufus in Crossbell isn't the real one?
The evidence seems to point that way at present.
Then who or what is it?
Perhaps it is also my hope that it points that way.
I doubt it, since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make as much sense to me. You had to have had an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace.
You'd think that.
I would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the 3 children accompanying him?
We're
Well, I
still
was
looking
reading
into
this
them,
book
I'm
called
afraid.
309, and you'd be surprised to learn it. I think it's about those two. The doll-looking one, though? No idea.
I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids.
Yeah, your side definitely can't talk, Ash.
All I can confirm from my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database.
Meaning they most likely have never actually been in the Empire proper
so
for long,
for even the ID to pin down means it'll be extra tough for us.
It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
Jingo. Anyways.
It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Eustace, members of Class 7.
Yay, this scene from Crossbell 4.
Please, tell me why.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself.
The power of friendship, Rufus. You fool, slap.
We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to here. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
If you wish to know what befell the Courageous Two, make for the Nord Highlands.
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highlands, Rean?
If anything else, I did get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead.
Because it's Rufus, so we shouldn't
But
trust
Eustace
him
is right
completely,
that we should
but
use it. Especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process.
Exactly.
I'll respect your decision, of course, but...
Some of us will have to remain in the capital.
Yep.
The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved.
I'll stick around for it. May as well see it through.
Good on you, Ash.
It'd be good to hit up the entertainment district and the Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too.
Yeah.
Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in
Oh.
Nord, I think.
See, I've told you guys it's probably going to be in Nord
There
last
should
time.
be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east.
Muse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him. But will that be enough under the circumstances?
Gaius, Rean, Muse. Probably need at least 2 more people for the United Front purposes, but...
Then will we suffice?
Muller and Kurt! But mostly Muller!
Huh? Kurt? And hello there again. Sounds like you've been making some headway
Please,
in the
Falcon,
investigation.
please let me say returning party member Muller. Please, it's been too long. But Muller's here! Obviously, we need to investigate where the fuck
About your lead.
Oliver is, and Kurt's here too, because...
Since our father is still occupied in the west, we will be accompanying you in his stead.
2 Vanders for the price of 1. I say that's a pretty good thing.
May we Vanders be of great service.
And we hope you will. Okay, so yeah, Rean, Muse, Gaius, Kurt, a lot of DPS and healer, and then Muller. Yeah, this works out quite fine. And Muse, United Fronts. Moving on to the 19th, the next morning, Muse arrived as planned from Leeds and reunited with the group. They then waited for the flight train which Claire had arranged to take them to Nord to depart. We're going to be transferring onto the RMP train partway through the trip. We should hopefully reach Standard Gate around noon. That'll be great. Then we can start our investigation right away. Thank you all for coming to see us off. I apologise for showing up so suddenly and creating all this disarray. Oh, I was glad to have the opportunity to see you again. I'm sure my brother's disappearance must be weighing heavy on your heart too, Lieutenant Colonel. My worries pale in comparison to the heartache you must feel, Your Highness. Rest assured that I will do all I can to put you at ease as soon as possible. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I'm counting on you too, Muse. Of course, I'll take good care of our dear instructor in your and Elise's stead. Oh, but don't fret, I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my work. Is this really the time? What would Toa think?
What's wrong? Our group is pretty stacked for this.
Yeah,
so
no,
I don't think you need
this
to
group
worry.
is actually quite good, actually.
I am worried, but not about that. We all refrained from voicing our concerns yesterday, but you're not going to take on too much to compensate for what those soldiers said, are you? The ones from the underground.
They did strike. Their words did strike a little true there.
You're a filthy traitor, Ashen Chevalier. So many
In
of
their
us joined
eyes,
the army
this
following your footsteps.
Is kind of
Only for
the
you to
case.
trample all over our ambitions. You couldn't possibly understand the frustration of those who died in that war, or even those left behind. It's time you took responsibility for your actions.
It's true. Their words did affect me. They reminded me that for some, the war never really ended.
Try to see them as the exception they are.
Hopefully
Exactly.
that just makes sense.
That isn't your fault, Rean.
'Cause, otherwise,
I know. But it's also not something I can turn a blind eye to. It's only by understanding one another that we will be able to move forward. At least, that's what I think now.
We just don't want to let that consume you.
Everyone in the Imperial Army bears that responsibility, myself included.
None of us here want you to shoulder that burden alone.
just a reminder of things that we know from Cold Steel Frank's game.
Isn't that right? Altina? Muse?
Oh, absolutely. Class 7 is and will always be about supporting one another.
And especially making sure Wing doesn't self-sacrifice himself to death.
I think they've echoed my sentiments. Have a safe journey.
I feel like Elise's VA is just like whispering
If there
all
are
the words.
answers to be found in Nord, then I know you'll find them.
Thanks. Keep us in your thoughts.
Well, off we go. We'll leave some of our party behind. But no, we don't need to take everyone everywhere, thankfully, thank fuck. Oh, Constant 4 did that way too often, where we had way too many people to decide upon who we wanted to use. And then there was a chance that none of them would be used, and then we'd have a whole pile of underleveled people. And then Rean and Crow, destroying everything, as per usual. So, you know, shame that we don't have much Crow. We can't win then. Oh well. Anyways, one train up to the North Highlands. Basically the journey that they made all the way back in Cold Steel 1. Well, at least the journey from Heimdall. Group changed trains as planned and arrived on schedule at the North Highlands. There they found several of their fans already waiting for them. Alright. Welcome to Rean's World, Act 3, Cruel Blue Skies. Damn you, Blue Sky! You social media outlet that means that we don't have to give a shit about Twitter anymore.
I hope the trip wasn't too tiring. Oh.
Ho ho! Other party members!
And here I thought we'd be getting here first.
It would appear that we're getting access to Emma and Sarah here.
I'm glad you all arrived safely. And long time no see, Lieutenant Colonel.
Likewise. It's reassuring to have you with us.
Emma Milstein, our resident witch, and moving along, Sarah Fallerstein, our resident, one of our resident
the
vices.
attempted coup from Major Revolt. It must have been so hard for you, Rean.
You're kind of worried, but I'm fine. Better than fine now that you're both here.
Yeah, you know what? This is quite nice. A good arts user and Sarah. Nice
All
to
I
have
have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
Rean. The words you
Then it was
say.
worth it, huh? But there's
Are we
no
forgetting what I chose and even title any game?
Though magic makes it simple enough to skip the river crossing route if there was an emergency. So don't you forget that all you have to do is call, and I'll be right there.
Thanks. I won't.
But boy, I'm still finding it hard to believe we have 2 Rufuses running around now.
Who in Adio's wished on a monkey paw?
I'll cross my fingers the lead from the literal lesser of 2 evils pays off, but we still need to be smart about our approach.
Agreed. There's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildean's attention to this matter.
Oh, I'm more than happy to give it.
Where's Gaius, by the way?
Yeah, that's a notable.
He's gotten a head start investigating in the Highlands, I believe. A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement.
I see.
Fair enough.
Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge here.
I believe he's someone you know?
Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division. Yes, I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war.
Oh, right. It was the 7th that was in charge of Zender up until last year. The 23rd was one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it?
Indeed. With all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified.
Well, that means good job on them then.
He sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with our investigation, at least.
I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go and see him right away.
Listen, Rean. Don't go biting off more than you can chew.
Thanks, Sarah.
Being an instructor doesn't mean you have to be the strong one in the group 24/7.
I thought she was about to say among the 24/7 of all the people that are there. It's like 247 people! Oh god, how many people did we have at the end of Hostel 4?
I didn't have to be because you were there for me. So that
Is
means
this just because I decided to have strong bond with them? Nah.
You just get it, don't you? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
The way some of them blush in these scenes, I swear they forget that Eventide is a thing. For like the super special bond. Oh, whatever. Anyways.
Welcome to Zendergate. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Colonel?
I am Dalton, acting commander of the 23rd Armored Division.
It's good to see you again, Colonel. Same to you, Lieutenant Colonel. It is an honour to finally meet the famous Ashen Chevalier. I've heard much about the Lieutenant Colonel's younger brother too. I wish I could give you all a more formal reception. Please think nothing of it, sir. Most of us aren't even part of the army, much less deserving of a lavish welcome. Quite agree, I'm just an inexperienced student. Ha ha! How modest of you all. I appreciate that. He's surprisingly candid for a colonel. He is. Although I'm sure he must be very capable to have been given command of a whole armoured division. Word of the 7th exploits since the war has reached even here, Lieutenant Colonel. I hear you've been all over the country helping with the reconstruction efforts under Prince Oliver's leadership. What's more, the founders have evidently resumed their duties as guardians of the imperial family. Pardon me. They don't call you the ace of the 7th for nothing. I apologise if that sounded all sarcastic. I did not mean it so. Think nothing of it, sir. I will not attempt to deny my past failings. Still, I am humbled by the honour of serving once more. On the founded name, I will stop at nothing to prove worthy of it. I feel the same way. Could you tell us what you know about the situation here? Yes, you came looking for clues on the prince's whereabouts. I'm aware that you have reason to believe there is something here. So it's true? The opposite, I'm afraid. This region has been positively idyllic since the war ended. Highlands did turn into a battleground during the conflict, but everything is back to normal here now. I was only caught off guard by your conviction there must be something here. That's unfortunate. Still, the intel's fresh even to us. It's no surprise that nothing's been found yet. Indeed, I've had a lot of work at the watchtower, so I haven't had much time to investigate in this area. In that sense, you might have more luck speaking with the people of the settlement. You may well be correct. Sounds like Gaius is already there, so I say meeting with him should be our first goal. Given the stakes, we intend to fully dedicate ourselves to searching once we have finished getting ready. I appraised the soldiers stationed at the watchtower of what is going on too, so maybe worth stopping by there. Either way, should you learn anything, please do let me know. I'll be happy to send reinforcements if needed. Thank you for your kindness and understanding, sir. We'll greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get started with search then. Yeah. Searching. Welcome to the North Highlands! We haven't been here since Gold Steel 2! At least in gameplay form. There may be a cutscene or two we may have had access to that did show us at least a portion of the North Highlands, but behold! In all its glory, the North Highlands in its expansive sense. Yeah. I'm going to put a moon lens on someone so that I can see where all the fucking chests are.
Breathtaking.
Oh yeah, it's for the first time Kurt's here.
Nothing I've heard could have prepared me for just how truly beautiful it is.
It's your first time here, huh?
It is. I've been really looking forward to it. If only the other 3 could be here to see it. Words don't do it justice.
They really don't. I wish I could have let you first see it under lighter circumstances.
It feels like only yesterday that we came here as part of our field studies.
Oh yeah, that did
It's
happen.
moving to think that this is where our ancestor took up arms to fight at Dreikel's side.
He did.
It's held a special place in my heart beyond our ancestry, since our uncle and I were stationed here. Regardless, I will make for the watchtower and set about gathering information there.
Damn it!
You should stick to your original plan and reunite with Gaius at the settlement.
I'm alright with that, but...
Are you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you.
I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about me. As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating a military facility.
That is true.
Should anything happen, however, I will be in touch. Take care.
Damn, no returning party memberness for Mother. Ah well.
I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him.
I had the chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
Flashback!
I wanted to accompany them on their honeymoon, but Olivier insisted I not go. I got the impression he wanted to give me some time off to honor the war's end. Of all the times that idiot had to go and put my needs first.
So he does care. How nice. I see. I think you're all worrying a little too much about him. We're talking about one of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Army, up there with Lieutenant Colonel Neihart. You should know better than anyone that he isn't the kind of man to act rashly in times like these. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sure he generally believes this to be the best course of action. We'd be wise to mirror his conviction. Yeah, let's get moving. Horse? Yeah, horse. Kurt gets his own horse, because he's special. Apparently the settlement is currently in the same location it was when Emma and I visited our field study. Yay! John, not from here, we should see it before long. We don't want to keep Gaius waiting. Well then, Lord, we get to ride a horse! Yay! And as you can see, we'll get Gaius later on. So assault attacks cannot be used while on horse. God, some of these people are going to be so underleveled. Why does... Yeah, why does it doesn't want me tail? Fuck right off that. Where's the moonlands? Oh, is it serious? Really? Serious out of all things? Oh yeah, we have access to all this stuff. Might as well go with something that's useful for them to have. Go with Diva for now. Similarly with Kurt, Virgo is not that useful for him. I mean, Gunner could be useful because we don't really have much else going. Actually, I might take Scold or Brave, actually, potentially. Yeah, we'll take Brave. Also, we should probably look at what we've got for Emma and Sarah. Emma has changed elements to fire with a new Master Quartz, Morgan. At level 7 by default, it has arts damage up as health drops. Trying to go for the whole risk reward, be low on health, but cast arts at a stronger potency. Fair enough logic, increased by up to 120%. Raises arts defense when the battle begins or the health is low, or for 3 turns of a small amount, and an automatic recover from KO of a 1% health and 90 CP. Can't even be 100 to use the powers of Aragon. Darn. But an S in arts and an A in arts defense in the EP though. And everything else is shite. Well, it's good to note. And of course, Sarah has 4. It's how it has been for a while now. Damage up to enemies with status effects. Currently have increased by 45% chance. Attack and cross inflict seal of 20% chance. And break damage is up by 20%. Pardon me. A speed of A B in strength and health. And then either decent to horrendous and everything else. Definitely not a defensive quartz. Maybe it's good to put something a bit more defensive on Sarah, potentially. Don't know. But works. What we've got works, I guess. Anyway, no, not that map. We want this map. Yep, there's definitely a bunch of chests around. We're gonna high speed mode it because this is the highlands.
I've never seen plains so vast.
It's like we're afloat in a sea of green. Words can't do justice to its beauty.
It's like this area was large and cold till 1.
We had the same reaction as students.
I like it even more now that there aren't as many monsters.
There's still a few.
Yeah, the armored division's done a bang-up job keeping the highlands clean. Now we can ride straight through.
Good. It means there's also an easier time getting to the chests. Fortitude droplet.
Yay! This is exceptional.
I'm sure that means if we have access to the Reverie, we do. We have access to it, but I don't know. I wonder if does that mean the others are then there or not? Because there's just a preponderance. I'm not saying that this is going to be correct or not.
New visitors registered.
Hey! So now some of our party members that have appeared are now able to assist us in the Reverie corridor. So that's Crow, Emma, and Sarah. Okay. Ah, we get a cutscene because we have Rosalia. Never expected you of all people to be called here, grandmother. That can only mean that whatever's looming over us is truly dangerous. Maybe so, but you have nothing to fear now that I'm here. There's no trial too difficult for the elder of the Hexen clan. I'm looking forward to it, but not as much as I am to getting comfortable here. I hope you realise this isn't a vacation. Well, it's nice to know that that is a thing that can occur, which means they'll be around on the map then. Huh. Although, judging by the fact that we are as Lloyd still, I'm assuming the state of the place is basically the same as it was during Act 1. No, Act 2. So we'll head back into Rean's Route. We'll head back to Rean's Route because there's not much we can do in there at the moment because the first stram is the only place we can go to. Although I probably will restructure it to get the last collectible when we do go there. Anyways, there is a blue icon over there. Let's high speed it so we can just mosey on through. The North Highlands, as it was.
That structure to the right is the watchtower monitoring Cal.
We can't go that way yet. Damn it. This way leads to the watchtower, but I think we can leave maps there in my brother's hand. Now we can to the settlement, people. Okay, so we are default forced to go to the settlement. I wonder, can we go up to the stone circle then? There's probably a chest over here. But indeed, means it is there. We can't go to the stone circle either. Attention to the other guys first. Okay, so there's a lot of exploration we can't do yet. Yay! Thanks, game. Oh wait, there's a chest up here.
Looks tough. We'll need to be careful.
Spiritual divine water. Okay.
We're almost at the
Making our
settlement.
way through the highlands.
It feels so great here.
It makes me wish we could keep riding on through forever.
Yeah, well that
It's a
ends.
shame we'll have to dismount soon.
We are now dismounted. Right, heading on into the settlement. Who left this giant ditch here?
We made it to the
Real mean
settlement.
to everything today.
We did, but
Seems rather quiet.
This is my first time seeing yurts.
You would normally see more of them. I wonder what's going on.
Something must be going on. Whatever it is.
Already?
There's Class 7.
But he,
It's so
actually,
good
hang
to
on,
see
he's
you all
gross.
again.
He's
How have you
hit
been?
gross, but holy shit, hang on a second.
Is he an acquaintance of yours, Instructor?
I'm not sure that we've met.
Come on. That's not very funny.
Toma!
I know it's been a while.
We haven't seen
I
him
knew you from
in
West.
game-wise since Cold Steel 2. It's not surprising that he's had a bit of a growth since last
Wait.
time.
I see it now.
Toma?
Yeah,
You're
yes.
Gaius' little brother, right? Looks like someone hit his growth spurt.
Did you meet during your field studies?
Yeah. Gaius' family as a whole has been very welcoming whenever we've come to Nord.
Yep.
It's kind of funny to say, but you're getting to be around the age we were on our first
Send
visit,
him to fours.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But you really didn't recognize me then?
How could you, Rean? I thought what we had was special.
I gotta say, that stings a little.
Sorry, but you honestly do look so much more mature than when we
Yeah.
last met.
Might be also the clothing. That might help.
You must be
Yeah,
Charlotte.
in that shell.
You've grown up a lot yourself.
You think? Thank you.
Gaius had mentioned you were coming, but I didn't expect you to arrive so soon after he said it. Speaking of which, you should be coming back soon.
Coming back now, actually.
Haha! It's Gaius, our resident Dominion. Since we're in the North Highlands, he'll probably
you all
have
had a
more
pleasant
character than
journey
he did
from
in
the
Cold Steel
capital.
4. I hope.
Good to see the winds kept you safe.
Right back at you.
I hope your investigation's been going well.
Sounds like we've arrived at a busy time.
Not at all. Most of the work for moving the settlement has been finished already. But let me make us some tea before we talk any further. You must be tired.
Yes, a good old cup of tea. Always important. Oh, what am I? I think it is raining out there. I think it's just the winds died down after a while.
Nord tea is as soothing as I've been told.
It really is. Black tea is relaxing too, but the flavor of these leaves is very distinctive.
I'm glad you approve.
Yay!
Haven't been able to enjoy a cup of this since your field study.
You tried it then? I would have thought you'd been unable to since you joined near the end of our stay.
As Sarah tended to do in Cold Steel 1.
That's right. You and Sharon came by to check up on us around the same time.
Glad that we can remember
It's
things
weird,
from Cold
the
Steel
things
1.
you forget.
But yes, Gaius' brother Toma. And of course his sisters Shida, who's definitely growing up quite a bit as well. And Lily, who's still quite young.
We have plenty more, so please, have as much as you like.
See, this is a moment where it's just like, it's nice to see that, yeah, time has progressed. If we see them again in Daybreak at all, if Daybreak goes far enough into the future, then, you know. What I'm saying is, could we be saying new party members to any of the Warsaw family? I don't know.
It's too bad you weren't here yesterday to try the cheese we made.
Oh no, it's such a travesty that we didn't get to eat any cheese. Oh no, how can I live with myself? Right, let's try and figure out a way to time travel.
Cheese or no cheese, you've given us more than enough of a welcome. My travel fatigue is all but gone.
Yay, the problem is solved. Wait, hang on, we still haven't found Oliver
It's
yet.
amazing seeing how much you two have grown since we saw each other. You look like you're taking after your mom, Shida.
Which is to be expected because genetics.
You really think think so? I'm happy to hear that. And you look even cooler. And Emma looks even prettier.
Rean does look better. Emma looks prettier than she did before. And of course Fatma, Gaius' mother.
I think so too.
Looking as beautiful as ever.
Gaius has always kept us up to date on how you've been and the ways you've changed. You've overcome a great many ordeals on the road to where you sit now.
Thanks for the reminder.
It makes me so proud to see the students we've hosted go on to accomplish so many great things.
You're kind to think of us so much.
Thank you for saying so. I hope we can keep making you proud.
And now my pride extends to you two as well. That's just how mothers are.
As to be
Did we
expected.
ever introduce ourselves to you guys? That's our mom. And we're Gaius' little sisters. I'm Sheeta, and she's Lily. Thanks for being bros with our bro.
He's done far more for us than we have for him, I think. I can see Gaius has a truly loving family. Lovely family, not loving. Well, they could be loving still. Couldn't be any more grateful to have them. Like sense to now too, even if he couldn't be here. Tell you he's out of the settlement right now. That's why he's leading the relocation effort. We're going to move quite distance too, so you may not be able to see him during this visit. Darn. That's a shame. Something to say hi. Still, if you're suddenly having to uproot yourselves and go so far, I dare something significant has happened here? Correct. Upon returning here the other day, I set off to survey the highlands. Unfortunately, I've yet to find anything that would lead us to the location of Prince Arthur or the Courageous too. But I found some unsettling signs in a few easily overlooked areas. Ashes from recently burned firewood and buried remnants of travel rations. In other words, traces of human activity. Yes, and not just one person. I asked Tommy to help investigate, and we kept finding the same signs in more and more places. We haven't heard any talk about soldiers doing training exercises in the area recently, so I doubt that's the explanation. No one in the settlement or outside the gate claims to have seen any potential suspects either. Because of what we're dealing with, we can't risk any harm coming to the people here or our family. So after some discussion, we all decided it would be best to move to the settlement earlier than usual. Charlotte and her father have been helping with the move too. We can't be more grateful. I'm so sorry all of this happened when you and your dad were meant to be on vacation. Please don't worry, I'm just glad to help. Dad might grumble a bit, but he pitched in regardless. Either way, it's clear something's amiss here, especially considering the timing. Yeah, it's hard to say if this is what Rufus was referring to, but it's not something we can afford to ignore. When we came here for our field study 2 years ago, we found Jaeger dropouts operating in the area. Perhaps this could be something similar. Yeah, it's always possible. It's definitely possible. Either way, I decided that I ought to look into it again as soon as you all arrived. I think that's a good idea. We'll join you with all due haste. The highlands are fine in any way. I refuse to turn a blind eye. I quite agree, especially after the people here have served us such wonderful tea. I'll spare no effort for a land connected to my ancestors. Your support means the world, truly. We're not planning to move just yet, so you are welcome to make this your base of operations. Yay! I'll do all that I can to help you in my husband's place. I like to believe I'm a lot stronger than I was when we last met too. So if there's any way I can assist, please let me know. Oh, we will. Thanks, Toma. Sheeta, Lily, be good while we're away. We will. Take care. Come back soon. Gaius' family, as always, precious and great to just. It's great to see loving families in my fiction. Yeah. Tear to my eye. Where should we begin then? That's a good question. How about we go and speak with the settlement's other visitor? Oh, someone else. She's been here since before I arrived myself. I haven't had much of a chance to speak to her since I've been so busy with the move and investigating. That said, it is someone you all know. Oh boy, who could it be? Really now? Have you ever seen anyone fitting that description around though? Perhaps she's out at the moment. Someone in my family may know. Shall we go and ask them then? Okay, well. Anyways, we can talk to Gaius' family, although some of the other members and people are doing other things.
It's been a while since I was last here. Feels so empty without all the yurts.
Shades of cold still
Once we're
too,
back
that's
to
for
normal,
sure.
you'd better pay us a visit. Your students are welcome too, of course.
I wouldn't miss a chance to come back here.
The direction that some VAs have gone since like a good 10 years ago when they were voicing in Cold Steel 1 and 2 has certainly been a thing, I must say. And that's because I'm just hearing Ichiban. I'll admit, I'm just hearing Ichiban from Gaius at this point. I blame Ryugo Kotoku every day. Damn you for making some good time-based RPGs. And you, Falcon, why are you too? I haven't played an Atlas game in years. Hey, sounds like you're having a pretty day. Pretty busy day. I was just about to go draw some more if you want some. I would actually, thank you. By the way, I noticed you have something of a warrior's posture. Have you trained in Nord spearmanship, perhaps? Yeah, guys and I don't have actually been hammering it into me for a while. I'd still call myself a beginner, though. I'm nowhere near ready to take on large games, so I've got plenty more pricing to go on if I want to keep my family safe. You use 2 blades to fight, don't you, Kurt? So just like your ancestor, Roland Vander. Aha! I've got a long way to go until I'm anywhere close to being like him, so I'd say we've both got a lot to learn. But I remember hearing that Roland perfected the dual blade style while dueling against the people of Nord. I'm sure I could learn a lot in a match against you. Would you be up for it? Would I? I love that! Great, let's hope we'll have a chance to do that just soon. Just that soon then. It's nice seeing them get so motivated by each other, huh? I'll say. Pardon me. Perhaps my brother's found himself a new friend too. Yeah! Kurt and Toma can hang and bang together. Yeah, no, that sounded wrong. That's off the shell. Let's see, I want to try and get this stuff going out with the next move. Oh hey, you're heading out? About to, yeah. You're looking awfully busy, child. Oh, this is nothing. I miss this kind of stuff thanks to my work at Center Gate. But Dad's actually the one handling needed supplies for the settlement's move. We've been working with the people of Nord for years anyway, so he's more than happy to help. I did hear you've been helping Toma with packing and moving. Thank you. You're quite the symbiotic pair now, aren't you? Oh, Muse. Well, I have known him for years at this point. Looks like they're still going strong. It's cute seeing how smitten she still is. Yeah, had you be here for a little while, so I set up that yacht for you to stay in. We'll have plenty of space to sleep and set up your equipment, so it's perfect. It's all about customer service. Thanks. We'll make ourselves at home then. Yeah, there is a lodging yacht that we can enter. Or we could just call it a tent and be at it. But yeah, various beds that can be used. I know it's a northern thing if we really wanted to sort out our ordnance. Can't buy weapons from here though. Sad. Oh well, I guess there's always the Reverie corridor at this point though, so well, we'll take a look at what we might decide on doing when we end up there again. Anyways. Wait, Zio's here! Yeah! Zio! Squee! I'll be leaving the settlement for a while. Hope I can count on you to watch over it while I'm gone. Squee! Good, Zio. Good bird. We all need a good bird. Anyway. Sheeta! I'm getting kind of worried. Maybe I should ask for help. Something wrong, Sheeta? Oh, I was just thinking of speaking to all of you. Our visitor left the settlement this morning, but she hasn't been back since. Gaz was just telling us about her. Did she go out into the highlands? Yeah, she said something about wanting to take photographs before she left. There's a few options. I'm not going to say just yet who I think it is, because I might be wrong. But let's see, a female that likes to take photos, and what better time than now to be in the highlands while everything's going to shit. That they'd know. She also said not to worry about her since we were all busy with the move. So I'm getting anxious. I hope she isn't doing anything dangerous. It's not Vivi. I'm just thinking it through actually. It's not Vivi because Vivi's in Heimdall. Unless she ran off while no one was realising. And the situation is suddenly starting to seem all too familiar. Oh yeah, the situation we went through with Norton from the Imperial Chronicle a few years ago. Really? I wonder if this visitor could be... Anyway, so it sounds like we should go and check up on her. I assume she set off to the north. Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure how far she could have gone. Let's wait out and look for her then. Yep. Can now access the north part of the Nord Highlands. We should go do that then. To the north part! Actually, we should probably be able to fast travel, right? No, we can't fast travel because we haven't gone there yet. Damn it! Godzilla 1 understood this. Godzilla 2 understood this. Fucking hell. Anyways. Godzilla 2, especially. Oh, that's the south. Fuck! I've gone the wrong way. I get my directions mixed up somehow, even though the minimap outright tells me what is north. While I bully myself mentally... Welcome to the north part. See, the northern part of the Highlands is just as beautiful as its southern counterpart. Indeed, the earth looks more dangerous with all these steep cliffs. Oh, look at that. Ah yes, the Guardian bit, or the Guardian thing. So that's the other giant statue like the one on Brioni Island. Yes, that's right, this was Lost Sam, Sectarian of Earth. Nice to know that we know that now. Meanwhile, the one on Brioni Island was Arc Rouge, the Sectarian of Fire. As you're aware, both have long since lost their power, leaving them as mere shells. An idea when I first saw it during our field study, they had such a history. It's hard to believe that the Divine Knights originated from them. Shall we start looking then? Can't imagine our visitor could have gone far without a horse. I'm inclined to agree. Hopefully this will be a quick search. Oh no, she's dead in a ditch just 5 meters away from the loading point. Damn it. No. I'm really hoping for someone to just appear in a ditch dead. A deadly ditch that dies daily? No, I'm mucking it up. No. Okay, I really need to stop trying to force this alliteration. And if I started trying to be like alleviating alliteration, it'd be like I'll slowly start taking from a thing, and that won't be as much fun. Tyrrell Celestial EP charge. Okay. Right, then along this way we go, mountaineering around the mountains, in the mountains, blah 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 blah.
This place is so expansive that I don't even know where to begin to look.
Do you see that big statue? It's called the Guardian.
Bluster gives Victoria and abnormal status is original first last one more time.
We can branch out into a full search.
Put on someone that we're going to be applying statuses to. With. Oh yeah, Starwell's getting a new path. Just straight up, just Remembrance is going to be an actual path. Fine, we'll attack the enemy. Fucking hell, game. Oh, we did not have much CP. Oops. Well.
Thanks. It's my turn. No, we're leaving so soon. Headshot shot.
Very well. My turn.
Not passively, we're gone, even though it's a zero craft. We'll Wagner strike.
Behold,
it's a zero. It's a zero craft. We have.
I'm going.
But yeah, let's just see. Detective B is the same as it always has been at this point. Serene Blessing is the same as it's always been at this point. Clip's Edge, yeah, that's the same. Full Flare is pretty much the same. Maybe it was like, I think it was 60 CP potentially, but outside that. So no, Emma's kit's the same pretty much. Huh. I wonder if any of the others have changed much at all.
I'll take over.
No, this is all the same pretty much, just with the unbalanced bits. I guess there really is not much you can change with a lot of Class 7. I think that's just something that just has to be kept in mind.
My turn. Come through! Down! Let's go, everyone!
Yes.
Understood!
I'll handle it.
Well, just double check on the orders. Emma has an Arts of Medium up 4 turns, Magic Attack Absorption 100% chance for 8 turns, Dominion War from Gaius gives 80% health back, and a break damage of 200% for 8 turns. And Sarah has Accelerate on hers and a delay of minus 80%, but we can't actually see what theirs does because, well, we're kind of having a little thing called a Sarah order, meaning we'll just do our Accelerate without any issues whatsoever.
Now, too slow.
Although I just noticed that we only got 1 turn of delay. Yeah, delay minus 80% for 1 turn. They nerfed it into the ground once more. God damn it, they just don't want you to use that one. Ever. Like, at least with like Ellie's, you get the effect for a longer period of time than that. Like, fucking hell.
It's my
I guess the idea is to stop you from just having like several turns of like so little delay you essentially would get too many turns. But like, I built most of my stuff back up
I've
anyway.
enjoyed watching Nord's wind-wielding spearmanship through you, Gaius.
The Vander style's been an interesting one to observe as well.
Well, anyways, Sirius reaches level 7, giving a courier to Kurt, and also damage increased by 175% when counter-attacking. Also, Insight status is now around for 1 turn when battle begins, and health is low. Might want to get that a little bit higher up than 1 turn, though, fellas. Diva reaches level 7, giving Cavalry Edge to Altina, and a 30% chance of evading magic attacks, plus anyone else who happens to have it, and a break damage up of increased by 20%. Lovely stuff.
Nice.
Level 110, level 104, level 103. So yeah, a few people are a little lower level. We can utilize some items for that, potentially in the Reverie corridor later, I would say. Anyways, True Awakening Headband. Ooh, evasion, crit rate, and prevent sleep. Might as well put that on. Actually, Kurt's here with 19 evasion. We could actually turn that around and make that evasion bigger on. Wait, where is that Awakening Headband? There it is. There we go. Gaius is now a little bit stronger in that sense. We don't have much else, sadly. That, I don't want to just blindly put stuff on them from Lloyd's stuff, because I don't know what they're going to be up to. There's still definitely areas to get to on here, so... This is what happens when you have to explore the Highlands. I'm trying to think, 'cause it ain't Phoebe, because she was in the Imperial Chronicle. Who could possibly have been here that likes taking photographs? Maybe it's one of the new branch campus people. But no one really had that interest in photos. Because I'm also thinking that it's probably not Claire.
Easy now.
She should have been in Crossbell. Hey, Stone Powder. We love those. Because she was in Crossbell, right?
Easy now.
Because why would she leave when all that's during the sign?
What an adorable treasure
So we
chest.
watch. Lovely.
Yeah.
Wait, what else have we? Is there any chests we haven't gotten? Yes, there's one there and two over there. And there's also a fishing spot.
Now. Yeah.
Easy now. I'm making all the invisible walls.
I don't think that chest belongs to anyone.
Woohoo! Diamond Nova SR. Yeah. Well, it's nice to get more stats with the arts that we can then be casting. Vitality droplet.
We got something so
Simple
nice.
enough.
A strong foe.
And a Recuria
You'd best
you
be
are,
wary.
giving a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Even evasion.
Easy now. Yeah.
Do I even... Oh yeah, Gaius. We do now have Gaius, so we should probably look at what he got us. Tempest, which does give an evasion up, does give various other factors. Actually, I do want to check. Move to... We can actually put that UR on him. Or the Nemesis Arrow one. Just up his evasion a bit, you know? Lowers his movement a little, but I don't think he needs the movement. He has better range than Kurt. Okay, the quarry's over this way, but outside of the fishing pot, doesn't look like there's really much to it. Right, okay, I think that's all that we can do to this area exploration-wise. Let's head and... Oh, here's Claire. No, not Claire. Why did I say Claire? It's Grace. Ah, I get my names wrong. Hey, Grace.
You don't call this one of the Highlands' most famous sites for nothing. Talk about statuesque. Literally.
So how did you get here?
Maybe I'll start a listicle of the Empire's best views when I get back to the office.
Is that you, Grace?
How did she get here?
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you, Class 7. And you, Divine Blade. Congrats on the upgrade from Ashen Chevalier.
Gaius said there was another visitor, but he kept who a surprise. So it was you.
You know what? You could have just informed us that it was
I was
Grace
just
from
as
the
surprised
start.
to find her in Nord, believe me.
Oh.
How did you make it to the Empire with Crossbell occupied?
The only way I could have.
Oh.
I wasn't in Crossbell when the occupation went down.
You weren't in Crossbell when the signing was happening? That sounds counterintuitive. That's what I swear you would have. I
Around
swear
just
you were.
before the ceremony started, I got an interesting lead through the Orbal Net.
Oh.
So I left coverage of the actual signing to the others and jumped on the next train to Erebonia. Thinking on it now, I'm honestly not sure if I'd call that good or bad luck.
I can imagine. This must all be very hard for you.
It is. But I've never been one for sitting around sulking when
Doesn't
life
mean she
throws
isn't
me a
getting
curveball.
brainwashed. So that's good.
There's gotta be a role for me to play in sorting all this out. The best thing I can do is get out there and take action.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be much of a journalist or a crossbellin if I didn't.
That is true. That's the Grace we all know so well. Yeah, I mean, Lloyd and Randy are made of tough stuff. Then there's Grace. People from Crossbell really are built different. So what's this lead you're talking about? It's gotta be something big for you to leave a historic moment like the signing ceremony for someone else to cover. Oh, it absolutely is. There was a report that Prince Oliver and his wife had gone missing during their honeymoon, the courageous 2 and all. Oh. I had a feeling it would involve that. We're actually here following the same case. Yeah, on a tip 2, no less. And the fact that you're here in Nord of all places means you found some clue to their whereabouts. That's right. Although it's only circumstantial evidence at this point, there's a report that suspicious people clad in black were sighted in the area where the royals went for their honeymoon. Oh. Damn Urban Defense Force. You don't think... The Urban Defense Force? I bet if I was a mirror on it. Now, that's not much mirror, Grace. I'm going to be honest there. Then there's an unconfirmed report that the ADF was sighted in Nord before and after Courageous 2's disappearance. We're following up on both leads. So the terrorists who occupied Crossbell and took up arms against the Empire were potentially responsible here too. Found no evidence that they were hiding here or had been in the past yesterday though. Yeah, I couldn't find anything either. If they really were here, they're clearly good at covering their tracks. But there's no smoke without fire. There's clearly something here in the Highlands. Though I'll admit I'm basing at least part of that conviction on my reporter's instincts. Hey, when your gut talks, we'd be fools not to listen. Well, I mean, quite agree. The likelihood that what happened in Crossbell and the Prince's disappearance are connected is higher than ever now. Thanks for sharing what you know, Grace. It really helped. Hey, I just wish I had some solid conclusive evidence to give you. What I'm going to do is wish you well with the rest of your investigation. I'm convinced that solving this case will lead you to a way to liberate Crossbell. So go out there and get them hell, Class 7. If you're asking, who will read the reviews? The group then escorted Grace back to the settlement. Once assured of safety, they were able to resume the investigation. That be all? No, okay, we're just talking now. It sounded like we should go around the southern part of the Highlands too. Indeed, the area seems less likely given that it has military facilities, but the truth could have been under our noses all along. I think it's still worth looking there. Speaking of the military, I wonder how the Lieutenant Colonel's investigation is going. Come to think of it, he said he was going to ask around at the watchtower, didn't he? Yeah, maybe we should contact him and compare notes. Could you give him a call, Kurt? Of course. I can't get through. That's strange. The watchtower should definitely be in range from here. Perhaps he's somewhere else further away in an area with poor reception. If only we could use the round of 7, then this wouldn't be an issue. It's frustrating, but there's no point in dwelling on it. We'll just have to explore the southern highlands while making for the watchtower ourselves. I think you're right. Hopefully we'll be reunited with my brother before long. I'd like to have a closer look at the stone circle and the triangular walk that we passed on the way here too. Shall we depart then? Allow me to lead the way. We can now access Nord Highlands south again. There is also a shop here. Being operated by Shell. Yeah! It sounds something that must belong to someone while tidying up the yurt. I think it might be the hammer Mir used to repair the fencing. Do you think it'll be okay if I put it with today's baggage? That should be fine, and thanks, Shell. He'll probably need it for the sheep's fencing, so I'll bring it over later today. On about our food stockpile. Look at them go, they're perfectly in sync. They do make for a perfect couple, don't they? Shell's father was stubborn at first, but eventually came around on Toma. That's great to hear. Ah, how long have you all been standing there? Is it just me, or were you guys watching us? My, perish the thought. Ah, to be young again. Well, anyway, we can do spicy kebab for 1,300 mirror. And we get to memorize the recipe. Yeah! But anyway, no, I didn't want to talk. Studying traditions, fair enough. Shop, what can we get here? Violent Thunder for Rean. And Kurt. Kurt can use it as well. What? Okay, and Gorgon Ward is for Emma. Maybe also Elliot. But we don't have Elliot. I mean, it's better than what we've got, so you know what? I'll have it on Kurt and Rean. Why not? Anyway, that's to the north. Let's head to the south then. I'm just wondering when we're going to get interrupted, a la what was going on there. There we go. It will not be possible to go any further in Rean's story for a period of time. Cue the Reverie corridor, isn't this? The mirror's glowing, but it feels like something is happening. Aha! So I'm assuming that means that we're now going to have to do Lloyd's route until it gets to the point where it's like that. So those two will be there for when Rufus shows up. That's fine. We'll go into Lloyd's route then. It's taking us about roughly an hour for each person. Huh. But this is the gameplay structure. Then we'll be in Act 3.5 when we do the Reverie corridor again. Meanwhile, on March 19th, Southern Crossbell. I'm going to say May 19th once, and it will just be completely wrong. We cut to Lloyd, Kea, and Wazzy on boat.
Oh, there it is!
Now I can't ensure that Rixie is safe. Damn it. As they make their way to St. Ursula. Fair enough. I mean, let's face it, we probably incurred a few injuries fighting Hiway.
We should be safe to dock. I don't see any signs of the Iban Defense Force.
Then we're good to go.
Yay. Ah, dry land. You know, just these three just really does make it look like, because of the green hair, it's like, wow, okay, I can't believe both your dads are here. I'm gonna laugh at myself internally at the moment. Ah, dry land. Yeah, I didn't realise that would take so long. The EDF doesn't seem all that interested in surveillance outside of the city. Rufus must be feeling pretty cocky if you ask me. I thought they might retaliate against America after the last run-in, but that never happened either. Don't know how to feel about that. It's like he doesn't even see us as a threat. But I guess we shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. That overconfidence will be his undoing. Isn't that right, Kea? Yep, we won't know what hit him. But I am still kind of worried about Wixia. Yeah, so am I. Then why is she not with you? Ah! Ah, well, I guess that makes sense. There are other members of the SSS that should get screen time. Like Wazzy. It's nice to have him back. Yesterday, after the whole ancient battlefield stuff in Amawika.
I'm so sorry. I just don't know what came over me. How could I ever think of betraying you like that?
It's okay, San-san.
You can't keep blaming yourself.
If anything, I should have known something more was wrong.
You can't control brainwashing.
I'm a terrible friend for not realizing
No,
that
it's
you were
brainwashing.
struggling so badly or being manipulated.
Brainwashing. It's fucking stupid. But hey, you know, it would explain how Scientology still exists. Yes, I will keep bashing Scientology. If I'm suddenly dead, then you know why.
And Elia means the world to me. I should have been able to tell something was amiss.
And you should also never just blindly accept gifts.
Risha.
Thank you all for coming to our
The
aid.
people that happened to be in Amawika at the time gather around at a table.
I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't shown up when you did. Really, thanks.
Don't mention it. Glad we could make it in time.
Man, it is still weird seeing Lloyd in glasses.
The one you
I
should
mean,
be
seriously,
thanking is
people
that
wearing glasses are
we were
weird.
looking into what the EDF was up to when he told us that you were in danger.
Did he now? Still, it's
Well,
not like
thank
you
you,
to
our
be
Lord and
modest,
Saviour's
Wazzy.
sight.
We really do appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for rescuing a sight. You were a hero back there.
Who's good doggo?
And I've been way overdue for one of these.
Yeah.
That you have. My apologies for not returning after the operation.
Yeah, you bastard, where were you?
You're so flaky, Sight. Do you realize how long it's been? Tio and I have been waiting for you to show up again all this time, you know?
My apologies. As a holy beast, there are limits to how
That
much
didn't
I can
stop you from
interfere.
lounging around all day outside the back entrance of the SSS building during zero. Rah.
I am astounded at just how much you all have grown. The children of man truly do grow apace.
We'll take your word for it. It would be
Humans
nice
are
to think I've
short-lived
grown a
species
little.
after all in
Yeah.
most fantasy settings. It's just how it works.
I'm just overjoyed to see you again. You were sorely missed, Zeit.
Yes, it's good to be back.
Yeah. I've read plenty about the holy beasts in the scriptures. Funny to think I would be in the presence of one so soon after returning to the church. Well, funny how life works this way, isn't it, Scarlet? We should have seen the congregation for Divine Worship's faces when we first reported to them about Sight. Can you blame them for losing their shit? Whoever heard of a holy beast moonlighting as a police dog? Though I guess he can do whatever he wants for the most part, it sounds like his contract doesn't apply anymore. I don't think Sight is nearly as weird as hearing you talk about church stuff, Lloyd. Yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around it. Can it? I'd better get used to it. Alright, enough of the funny talk. You folks ready to get down to business? Based on the info they found, it sounds like you guys already know where you're headed next. Yeah, the Wineford military factory to the west. You said the Urban Defense Forces have been frequenting it in the last few days, right? Sure have. That's most likely where the cyber soldat's being manufactured. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, especially since they were able to do it under Alyssa's nose. I've been wondering how they were able to bring so many into Crossbell's borders without anyone noticing. I don't think the Imperial government or Wineford Group would have ever allowed so many to be smuggled. Right, so if you consider that they were being manufactured from within Crossbell the entire time, then the dots point to this mysterious factory the EDF is connected to. That was one of the places where Sorgaze and Melgazes were being manufactured before the war. Everyone was convinced that the Black Workshop's tech was gone for good though. Don't know how Albaway and his men got their hands on it, and worse, it looks like they've made some improvements too. Keep in mind, at the end of Act 1, we did see Nefartis, so chances are he'll have some involvement here. It just screams Nefartis. We'll likely be crossing paths with those soldats from here on out, so that's bad news. Oh god, and we don't have any soldats or Divine Knights on us. God damn it. The mask Ilya was wearing also looked like workshop tech too. It's basically one of those fucking brainwashing masks. Damn it. Why can't we get away from those? Yes, and now they're using it to alter her personality, if not outright control her. I'd like to ask the Force graduates what they knew about how those masks work. That could be a good idea, but let's make our top priority searching the factory and find information on the soldats. Something tells me we'll be able to fill in a few blanks on what's going on here and why Rufus Abray is staging this occupation. Unfortunately, getting there's going to be easier said than done. Well, there it is over there. Factory to the west of Crossbell City, while we're in the northeast. No way I know how to get to the west side of the state from here is through the city. Yeah, that's not exactly an option with the EDF crawling all over the place. Guessing we can't just hitch a ride on your Makabar either, huh? I wish. We brought it with us and it should be safe with the other Squires guarding it. Good. But they're using more advanced anti-air radar than the CDF was back in the day. You can even see through active camouflage and they've got them set up at all the key locations. Flying is a no-go. Shocking how well equipped they are. What the hell? Even the Imperial Army doesn't have toys that good. I guess that's where the Black Workshop factor comes into play again. In that case, I think the smart play is to make our way to St. Ursula. How are we going to reach St. Ursula from here? It just happens I got my hand on the orbital boat before things hit the fan. We should be able to use it to cross Lake Helm and reach St. Ursula on the other side. Yep. And we saw in the cutscene that it was doable. We would still be a ways away from reaching the factory from there, but I'm not seeing any better options. Yeah, let's take what we can get. That's a lot closer to the military factory than we are now, and we can find a route to it from there. We'll go with this. Thanks for the idea, Lecter. Your course is set then. I will leave this land's crisis in your hands for the time being. Damn it! Sigh, be more helpful. Aw, does that mean you're going to leave us again? I'm afraid so. There's something else I wish to take care of. But fear not, I too am part of the SSS, so it is only a matter of time before we meet again. We'll hold you to that. Take care, Sight. Yeah, I'll miss you, but let's see each other again soon. Yes, that we shall. Actually, I was thinking of staying here. I want to help look after my grandfather, and if the EDF does come to the village, I'll take responsibility and negotiate. We could have used your support, but you do make a good point. I'm worried about how things are at the hospital, so I intend to come with. That said, I think my services are needed more here at the moment. Yeah, Cecil, you'll probably need to hear more. At the very least, I want Speaker Patel to make a full recovery first. Thank you, Cecil. I really appreciate that. I was also leaning towards staying here and hitting up my connections. Besides, the large group isn't going to be able to sneak into the factory, and that's if we may even manage to fit all of us on the boat. Makes sense for some of us to stay behind and protect the village as we gather info.
I'd like to stay here as well.
Thank you, Rixia.
Are you sure, Risha?
That makes sense. You evaded her attack for the most part. But weren't you still injured?
Yes. Please forgive me.
I mean, Garcia did pummel us quite a bit.
I'm still not ready to face up to what happened to Ely and Sansan just yet.
And that's perfectly fine. If that's your decision, then we respect it.
Fair enough. We'll see you in the Reverie corridor line.
I'm sure you'll be able to find your way forward. And I'll be happy to have your help here in the meantime.
I'd be happy to help.
A lot of people are staying here, so that means I have to go with Lloyd. Where's this going from, Kaya? This is going to be a dangerous mission, you understand that, don't you? Of course, the factory is really far away and there's no telling what's going to be there waiting for us. That's why I want to help gather info for us, and I can back you up with my order like I always do. Makes a lot of sense for me to go than it does to stay here if you ask me. Well, give her some credit, she makes a good point. And I'll be tagging along too, that should make the operation a lot safer overall. My stigma should prove useful in a pinch. Don't think it'll be too dangerous for her. Oh no! Wazzy's dying! Oh, never mind, he's giving the stigma to Kaya, and now Kaya can be a Dominion. Oh, please, I hope that doesn't happen. No, I need to stop thinking of, like, worst case scenarios. Alright, I should be glad that there are 2 other people willing to go, so I'd be happy to have you both. Count on you, Wazzy. You too, Kaya. Hehe, I'm glad to see you all take your own advice when it comes to us trusting her a little more. Make sure to back up Lloyd with everything you've got, Kaya. You bet I will. Well then, your odds of success are rising by the minute, aren't they? May you all ever keep your chins up and your eyes facing forwards. Sounds overly optimistic to me. Believing in the future easily beats standing still. Sign me up for the sunshine you're pumping. It's a hell of a drug. Seriously though, you should give some thought to what your old cellmate said after our fight yesterday too. It might help you sort things out. Call it a hunch. Go over your little factory tour, Bangs. May the goddess be with you. Flashback again.
Enjoy your freedom while you can and have fun struggling against the inevitable. You're helpless to stop us, now that you've lost your way.
Lost our way? What's that supposed to mean? Is he referring to the loss we suffered to Rufus back at the signing ceremony? Or something even before then? I don't think we need to worry about Amawika with Rod and Scarlet staying there. Let's just focus on what we need to do here. Exactly, we gotta do our part while everyone else is working to help us. You've got me there. Well, anyway, Lloyd, Act 3. Illusions shattered! Oh, God damn it. I just immediately just think of Rising Shogun. I shouldn't be getting back into Genshin. Oh god. Our first goal is finding a route to the factory. We can start by seeing how things are here, and hopefully gather some information. I'm willing to bet a lot of the people from the CFLive here too. Might come across a familiar face or two among them. Oh yeah, maybe. Alright, let's get started. Kaya has been assigned to the tag-along slot. Damn it! While travelling with the party. She will not take part in combat directly, but she can support the party with orders. If change of characters are assigned from the party mayor select screen. Although to be fair, I don't really see why I would put Rosilio in there. Immediately behind us there is a fishing spot.
Fish here.
Yeah, we can fish here, but the boat is in the way. We parked it right in front of the fish. You morons! But yeah, we can maneuver about into the hospital. Oh, my nose. Still gonna hit over the course of today, I swear. Right. Nothing going on there, but apparently there was the underground platform now. Okay, floor 1. On to floor 2. On to floor 3. Oh no, let's examine. Let's see. Nothing of note here. Floor 3 is just the roof at this point. Well, might as well head up there, see if there's anything to it. I mean, we did have the word exclamation mark. Yep, there it is. Word exclamation mark. Hey, Jonah's here. Thank you all for your help. We don't have much to offer in turn, but here are some snacks. I hope you'll enjoy them.
You didn't have to do that.
It's Tio.
The gesture
Tio's
is
here.
still appreciated.
Yeah, I've never fixed medical equipment before, so I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up.
You could have had me fooled with such fine work. You both did splendidly.
That's right. I don't know what we would have done without you. We wouldn't have escaped if it weren't for you. We'd likely be brainwashed by the Supreme Leader like all the others. Just what happened to all of them?
I believe I owe you an apology. A big one. None of this would have happened had we protected everyone at the signing ceremony like we swore to. If only we'd been stronger.
Hey, come on, Tio.
Oh, Tio.
No, this isn't your fault. That's right, no one's blaming you for what happened. Looking back, I don't know what more you could have been expected to do.
Look, Lloyd, it's Tio.
Yeah.
I thought she might come here. Thank goodness she's all right.
Shades of ashore.
It looks like they're talking to evacuees from the city.
Hold on just a minute.
Yeah, things were doomed from the start. Finally dawned on me too. I don't know why we ever thought we could be truly independent. It's hopeless.
What's gotten into you guys all
there we go. Brainwashing. It's obvious, isn't it? The Supreme Leader never would have occupied again if we just obeyed the Empire like we used to. Wouldn't have to be afraid of the EDF had we not dreamed of independence. When you think about it, everything was better when we were in Imperial Province. Even the economy was booming. Why give all that up? Why did we ever want to be independent?
Hey! Get a hold of yourselves! What is wrong with all of you?
There really isn't any need to be so pessimistic.
Nihilism at the highest extent. Woo! Supreme Leader and EDF aren't all we have to worry about either. There's also those huge machines. They even have the old president's backing. Everyone in the city is enthralled by them. There isn't a shred of hope things are going to be getting better anymore.
No, that's not true at all. The SSS is going to keep fighting. We have allies we can depend on.
Said allies are either busy doing other things or MIA at the moment.
The CPD, CGF, and even our friends from outside Crossbell. There are people who will surely help us. We won't allow you to suffer like this. We'll be the ones to put an end to it.
Tio,
you shouldn't.
We used to have hope too, thanks to you. Well, at least we thought we did. Whether it was the Mafia or that cult, even when our own mayor became a dictator, we kept on believing. Not even Imperial occupation or the war made us lose hope. But in the end, it was all for nothing. The signing ceremony made us realise that. What we had was never hope to begin with. It was just delusion. That made it even more painful once we accepted the truth. Again and again and again and again. Over and over and over and over.
We were never hope to them?
That can't be true. We can't just give up.
Stop. Please just stop. Can't you see we're just so tired of all this? Besides, you got no right to talk to us about ending our suffering. If you hadn't arrested President Croix, then we would have already had everything we ever wanted. You can tell when which things are back in Cold Steel 1 and 2 when they go for scenes.
Everything we did was...
Yay!
Yes,
the SSS were useless the entire time! Yeah! And now it's time for Wazzy to bitch slap everyone.
Lloyd, Kia, Wazzy.
Hey, you guys are all right.
I was one of the people involved in that arrest, so let me make something perfectly clear.
That he was.
Letting Dieter Croix go free for what he did over 2 years ago was never an option. He attacked the city, had the speaker detained, and even tried to take over the entire continent. Dieter was arrested in accordance with state law, the same as any crossbellin would have been. That's all there is to it.
Thank you, Wazzy. Yeah, but what about Crossbell? They had a responsibility to do what was best for us.
A responsibility? And why is that? Because you made them your symbols of justice? Because you decided they were your heroes?
I see what they're trying to do then. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it be like, oh, well, you see, everyone made the SSS this, like, symbol, and so they relied on them too much. Which is going to be laughable when they save the day. You know? Because it's like, it means that, actually, yeah, we still need to rely on you as a symbol of hope, otherwise we're all fucking screwed.
The SSS is just a division of the Crossbell Police Department. Nothing more, nothing less. You have no one to blame but yourselves for thinking any different.
Now,
Their
to be
purpose
fair,
isn't to
we
make all
stopped
of
the
your problems go
cult,
away.
we fought, essentially, we fought the Mirage Sectarian. No one fought...
I know it's been a long 2 years. 2 years where all Crossbellans could do was powerlessly watch the Empire trample over their pride.
Yeah, pardon me. This is why it's all just very much like the cast, where it's just it's working on deep-seated issues at this point.
It's natural to wish that a savior would appear and solve everyone's problems. But
Damn
personally,
it, Jesus.
I
Where
never
are you
wanted to
now?
see Crossbell come to that. What Crossbell has given me is irreplaceable. Friends and family that mean the world to me,
Yeah.
like Lloyd and Vald. So it pains me to see this as someone who's come to love Crossbell more than his old home.
Same.
The SSS chose the path they did because they wanted a
Thanks
little
for
girl to be
reminding us
free.
about Sarah and Ashoka.
But that same little girl couldn't help but feel it was her fault when she saw Erebonia invade and take over her home. Because she knew that none of it would have happened if she didn't exist.
Kia, no.
That's right, Kira, you shouldn't exist. Go hang yourself now. I apologize immediately. I do not mean ill on children.
But she wasn't the only reason they chose the path that they did. The SSS had also seen how strong Crossbell became.
It was also Kaya's fault because she nudged the timeline in the way that she did. Because fucking Mirage power, I guess.
They knew that if they chose any other path, the efforts and sacrifices of so many would be lost. Their home would never be the same. And they, along with that little girl, believed from the bottom of their hearts that all of Crossbell would overcome it for the better.
She's right. That was what we decided.
I want to answer the trust they placed in me however I can. I was all alone once, somewhere very dark. It's because of everyone around me that I have so much to be thankful for. The SSS and the people of Crossbell made me into the person I am today. So now I want to fight to help them.
Then grab a weapon and start being an active party member. Ah!
That means I'm here to pave a path forward for all of you too. And on it, I just know we'll see brighter days. Because it was Crossbell and its people that taught me the strength to persevere.
Yeah. A path forward. Yay, we're quelling the effects. Maybe she's right. It could be too soon to be giving up hope. It's true, we've been through a lot of hard times before, but those experiences are what made us who we are today. Yes, you're right. That's part of what makes Crossbell what it is. Maybe we are stronger than we give ourselves credit for.
Look! It's disappearing.
Looks like we're the ones who should be apologising after all. That was no way to talk to people who have done so much for us, now after you've put so much on the line to protect Crossbell. Yeah, and somewhere along the line we started taking that for granted. Still don't know what exactly I can do to make a difference, but the least I can do is look for a way to move forward just like you all have. That's right, we have to hold out hope.
Thank you, everyone.
Anyway, we should be grateful that you all made it out of the city safely. I hope you keep up the good fight, SSS. We'll keep cheering you on. Yeah.
We have to keep doing what we always have. That's to keep moving forward. One step at a time. But we're not naive enough to believe that will be enough to take back what we lost.
I don't know if that's getting picked up by the mic, but that's my wrist clicking. A bit of pain, y'all. I think I've been holding the controller too much today.
It's going to take the help of everyone who calls Crossbell home. So do me a favor and think about how you can help.
this morning and now I'm holding this, so...
What you would give to be free. And I promise the SSS will support you just as much as you've always supported us.
Yay. Good old Lloyd. The SSS now sent bid further to the citizens and left the rooftop. Back inside, a familiar nurse agreed to let them use the nurse's station to talk and decide what to do next. Good, because we do need to determine what we're doing next. Oh, Antio gives Lloyd a hug.
Sorry I kept you waiting again. I'm glad you're okay.
Do you hear yourself? I'm the one breathing a sigh of relief. Your injuries seemed so severe. And then we were all separated.
You were murdered right in front of me.
So that's what this is all about. I can't imagine how tough it's been for you three being kept in the dark. Thanks for worrying about me. I know it couldn't have been easy.
It never is. You're always so reckless.
Well, he ain't Rean levels of reckless. Let's just be sure about that.
I knew you'd come looking for me again. Lloyd, I'm so glad you found me.
Wasn't gonna stop till I did.
Are we just letting this happen?
Would you listen to them go on and on?
Can we stop implying things, please?
I'm so happy for you, Tio.
Would you knock it off with the crying already?
I'll give Robert some time to calm down, Jonah. That's what he does best. Anyways, moving away from that. So you're headed for the Wirenford military factory to the west. I had a feeling that might be it. You did? So that must be what you three have been doing here then. Precisely. The Chief, Jonah, and I have been looking into some suspicious information surrounding the factory. Not to mention, I spotted a certain sketchy professor amidst the chaos of everyone fleeing the city. Ah yes, Novartis. Yeah, see, that asshole. You mean that Slimer that supported the illegitimate waging from 3 years ago? Yeah, up until the Ion was destroyed, was battered by Lloyd and the gang. Then he fucked off, because it's like, I did what I wanted to do. Ouroboros' 6th Angus, Professor F. Novartis, the head of the 13 factories. Yeah, pardon me, I had a feeling the society was involved. Damn you, Ouroboros! His speciality is applied scientist, right? He's the one in charge of all their crazy powerful tech. Yes, in addition to being the engineer who completed the first generation ions, his involvement could explain that new Sauber sold-out model and that strange mask. That's why we had our attention placed on the military factory. Good thinking. It's looking more and more likely that we'll uncover something to help our investigation there. Have you three found an infiltration route? It just so happens we have. Yona and I looked into it. There was a cargo line while the factory was still under construction before the war. It feeds directly into the underground railway that connects to St. Ursula. Well, that's convenient. Almost too good to be true, but I trust it if Tio's the source. We should head there right away. There's no time to waste. The sooner we uncover what's really happening, the better. Yes, the church isn't going to look the other way if it turns out the society is the one orchestrating this incident. Oh, we're 100% on that one. There's no telling the extent of that Albaware fellow's plans, but it's high time we shed some light on what's really going on. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom if we all work together. Yeah. Just try not to get caught, will ya? Don't let all that hard work we did go to waste. Don't worry, we'll be careful. And thanks, Jonah. We really owe you one for helping Tio out. Save it, Bannings. Not like I did that much. Still, I guess it's good to see you back on your feet. You're the same obnoxious sprite you ever were, huh? That's part of Yona's charm. Gah, knock it off already. Well then, we'll leave investigating that factory up to the four of you. Yona and I will continue gathering as much info here as we can. You can reach the underground railway platform for the first floor lobby. Got it, thanks. Where are you going now, Chief? Look after yourself. Same to you, Tio. Well, it's good. We now got Tio, and Lloyd's Burning Heart is now enhanced Burning Heart 2, because we don't want to come up with a better name. Okay, so either we get to do some part of this underground
You can get to the underground station through the lobby.
Oh,
I spot the door.
No, it's not that way.
Be there.
Station is this way. As we could see on the map as we were looking around the hospital earlier. Making our way down the stairs, and look at that! A proper station! This is my first time seeing the new subway line they built. It's a little eerie hearing how deathly silent it is down here. Yeah, all the trains were stopped after the sea was occupied, right? Yes, we don't need to worry about the tracks being active. Oh, good, so we can run along them on our merry old way. We should eventually reach where the freight and passenger lines split if we follow the line to the north. Let's make that our first destination. Walking on train lines like this always makes my heart race. Definitely, we had to do this more than a few times over the last couple of years. Alright, let's get going. Any chests potentially at all around here? I just want to confirm that there isn't any sneakily on the other side. I don't see any. Right, anyways. Into the underground, we must go on our merry old way. Hey, an ornament station! They realised that we didn't really have any other time to... Oh, the metal boots would be better. We don't really have much in terms of meal with those, so... yes. Right, Roger we already looked at in terms of quartz earlier, but he has Caliban. Meanwhile, Katz is gotten from Tio. Absorbing magic attacks at 30% chance, offensive arts deal critical damage at 40% chance, and an art delay after time arts reduced to 2/3. And it's decent, and its best stat is arts, and then EP and arts defense, and anything else is rather not. The game gives us Virgo, not really the one I'd give, because we get some more stuff on us anyway. Swinging Pixie, just get EP, and also gives us some more support stuff. Well, now I wonder. Could go Elixir. Oh no, was he? As for Lloyd, that's fine. Oh, I should probably put some accessories on them. Who's got the Crimson Emblem? Elise. Might as well then. I'm not using her anymore. Lloyd's got this piece as well. Let That's not here. But then again, how on Tio? Because then mission music box can be on. So we're not using Ash either way now. So.
Let's finish this up quick.
Let's go.
I'm foolish, but putting out two. Oh, there's so much text that has to be squished. Oh, hate it when that happens.
Okay. Come on, baby.
Think you can dodge this? Generate shot!
Not a fan of the more murdering Wazzy immediately.
It's my go.
Let's go.
It's my go.
Actually, do we get access to anything else? No, don't.
Status. All green.
Immediately going back to the charging station. Doo-da, doo-da. Fucking hell game, why do you do that to Wazzy? Or maybe I should put, like... Oh, do I have anything that attracts attention at this point on the one? Probably not. Because I think that one was on Noelle. We don't have Noelle, so that doesn't help. We make our way through the place. We made it to the junction. Oh, that was quick. If we keep going straight, we eventually reach the city. Yeah, but I seriously doubt the EDF doesn't have that direction heavily guarded. I wouldn't risk it. Yep, no need to watch it. I'm sure we'll make it back to the city eventually. Yes, it's only a matter of time before we gather our friends and teach that so-called Supreme Leader a lesson. No one stands between us and our home and gets away with it. Haha! That's the spirit.
So Kia, Wazzy, a little late, but I've been meaning to thank you for earlier.
For what?
Whatever is it for this time?
Don't play dumb.
We get it, they're
I'm
great.
talking about how you chimed in at the hospital. You helped me realize something important. The citizens of Crossbell weren't the only ones who had lost sight of the truth. We had too. The SSS had a clear dream 2 years ago, when Crossbell was annexed by Erebonia. We wanted our home to be free again.
Yeah, and you were almost about to succeed, and then Rufus came along and ruined it all.
But it wasn't just that. We weren't blind patriots, fighting to protect personal pride or acting on some grand ideal. Had we been, our actions wouldn't have led to Crossbell losing its freedom. Wouldn't have led it straight into the arms of the Empire. And the little girl we protected over giving Crossbell its freedom and future
it all comes back
wouldn't
to
be here
Kaya.
supporting us. What we truly wanted, for her and for every citizen who would have to bear the burden of our choices, was for them to smile. And if we could give them their home as well, then they could be free. It really was that simple.
Lloyd.
It's true. That's how I felt. And I'm sure Ellie and Randy would say the same.
Probably.
But sadly, I agree. Somewhere along the line, we lost sight of that goal. The more expectations people placed on us, the more we became convinced we were obligated to win back the state's freedom.
I mean, someone had to fight back against the people that decided, no, we won't move away from this place that we want to occupy.
That soon turned into wanting to be seen as the very symbols of independence, to be seen as heroes to our home.
You're a JRPG protagonist, of course you're going to be seen as heroes.
All the while, we were turning our eyes away from the feelings of despair and distrust that the people had been harboring. Those feelings were probably what allowed Rufus's words to worm their way into the citizens' hearts.
Ugh, that and the brainwashing.
But regardless, we aren't going to lose our way again. We'll keep sight of our goal this time and do things our way. We're not miracle workers. We'll just do our best to make people's lives better, while others help us as much as we help them. That's what's allowed us to come this far.
Good.
Not a fan of this cutscene
That
coming
sounds more like
underground.
the SSS I fell in love with. And if you ask me, that's what it's going to take if you want to make it through this ordeal too. Every crisis you've overcome to date has been with the help of countless others.
Yep.
And this will be no different.
I think what Wazzy means to say is every crisis we've overcome, because we're all one big family at the end of the day. That's why I decided to become Kia Bannies.
This is a chance for us to start over from zero, then.
That was many games ago now.
That's right. We're going to reclaim everything that was taken from us.
Step number 1, be up with Zabaware.
As always.
Step number 2, be up the other with Zabaware. Oh wait, they don't
and shine the light on the
truth.
truth.
Meanwhile, we can hear
What was that?
gunfire.
I heard it too.
That sounds like...
It's gunfire.
And not just gunfire either.
Why, it's the EDF chasing Agate and Tita. Huh.
Stop where you are, rebels!
Surrender now, or there will be no mercy!
You holding up all right, Tita?
I'm fine. But at this rate... Get down, you two!
Perfect timing for us to be there to stop them from getting murdered by the EDF.
There's more of them. Where did you guys come from?
The SSS? What are all of you doing down here?
We can explain later.
Sounds like a question that should be asked to you two as well. But it's nice to see them, as that's a Hellmord, a new model soldat. Wait, we're just going to be having to fight on foot?
The SSS, huh? It must be our lucky day.
Our Helmer will punish all who dare to oppose the Supreme Leader.
We don't agree with your Supreme Leader, therefore you're opposing. Murder, murder, murder.
This is the last place I want to fight a Zalber soldat. Nevertheless.
Exactly. Now's not the time.
At least we'll have access to United funds.
Prepare for battle.
I'll back you up with my orders.
Got it.
That's the best you can do, I guess. Anyways.
Watch out. This one's tough.
So yeah, we are just straight up fighting a Hellmond. Okay, Burning Heart.
It's my turn.
Access to Tito and Agate means that we get access to their orders. Blast Force, 4 BP for strength and defense up for 2 tons, as well as damage plus 60% for 6 tons. And Crimson Break, a break damage of 200% for 8 tons and a strength medium up for 2 tons for everyone. So yeah, it's a little stronger than Raging Hammer, but for more BP. And of course, Druid Smiles now, I think we still have access to. Thank you, Kaya. And of course, Desmond Cross and Neon Shield are now back in our vocabulary. Yay!
Give them hell! Crimson Ray!
It's my turn.
It's my go.
So the Hellmond has 232,817 health and is weak to time and space and resistant to Mirage. Lovely stuff to know. We do have this good old cavalry edge to utilise. Though I probably should have impeded. But anyway, Tita's back with her actually more close to everyone else's health now. Damn it! But anyway, she has Hard Straight 2, just an attacking thing, Chaff Grenade, an impede and random sat down, Heavy Excel, a fainting chance and a long line, and Vital Cannon, a nice way of killing elements and also gain some CP and health back. We're going to Chaff Grenade for the purposes of impede. Basically, just take everything that I could say about, oh, we missed on the one enemy we didn't want to miss on. Fuck! And same with Agate, everything here is the same as it is in Cold Steel 4, so just take that what you will.
I'll follow up.
Silverway. How bad is that murder? Okay, not that badly actually.
Yeah.
And then Recovery Edge.
Raring to go.
Ooh, I think United Front will do.
All for one.
Wonderful!
Gotcha!
You!
It's my turn. They're open!
Let's go!
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't too concerned about the other guys, but yeah, the soldier I am actually.
Get him! Blast force!
Right. Let's do this. I'm in charge! They're open!
I can do it! Hit it up to the good
Front cannon is good because it actually does hit Tia as well, unlike certain other ones. Fucking Nadia back. Yay, we actually got a freeze! Yeah, it was like one time, it didn't it?
My turn.
Oh, fate. Oh.
I can do it! Sorry! You're down! It's my go. Ready.
All right.
I'll follow up.
Let's go. Yeah, look, they're open.
Raring to go.
Oh, we'll do Naval Strike. We have zero craft.
Right.
Ah, it's not dead.
Let's do this.
There we go. Now it's dead.
Sorry, but we got stuff to do.
Woo! Tito and Agate, nice additions to Lloyd's group here. Also, just means that the involvement with Glass never done yet, as well as being part of the Bell team all the way back in the first game. This can't be happening. How did that glorified forklift manage to overcome the latest cyber Soldat? Well, we must report this to the Supreme Leader at once. Bleh. Yeah, pardon me. We managed to take it down. Phew, I didn't doubt that we would. Good work, everybody. Yeah. I thought we were gone when they were chasing us back there. Yeah, we owe you guys one. Thanks for saving our bacon. Glad we could have taken out that sold up thing without you. Don't mention it. I'm glad we could count on her orbital gear. Here's hoping it'll be smooth sailing from here. Look at this. Look at the awesome team we're assembling. I'm sure everything will work out this way. Heh, you guys look like you're in good spirits. I'm so glad you're alright. So what are you two doing down here in the first place, Tia? Came running from the direction of the sea. Well, the thing is, maybe it's fate we ran into you guys now of all times. You haven't seen Erica around, have you? Professor Russell? No, has something happened to her? Ah, shit. We were in the IBC building when the seat was occupied. A bunch of the black uniformed soldiers stormed the building and demanded that my mum go with them. Next thing we knew, she was shoving us in an elevator leading underground.
Oh, Mom, what's gotten into you?
Are you freaking kidding me? I can handle this, so let me...
Does your dumb, thick skull have eyes? You saw how many there are, and they have that new model with them.
Oh.
I have a different request for you, Agate Crossner. Protect Tita, even if it costs you your life. Do I make myself clear?
Damn it, Erica!
Oh, so that's what happened. I'm not surprised Professor Russell put your safety first, although... Yeah, she's as stubborn as a mule. It's my fault she did that. Never should have allowed us to end up in this situation to begin with. That's on me. You don't have to blame yourself, Agate. Man, everyone just loves thinking that they're to blame. Guess that means Estelle and Joshua haven't been with you guys, huh? Oh yeah, they were in Crossbell when this was all going down. I'm afraid not. We haven't been able to get in touch with them since the city was occupied. Something must be jamming communications. Hope they're alright. Estelle and Joshua are both seasoned bracers. I'm sure Estelle will be alright. I'm more worried about your mother. I don't doubt that she's pretty tough for a researcher, but these are trained soldiers we're dealing with. I think it's safe to assume that she is still in the EDF's custody at least. However, that doesn't answer why they wanted your mother to begin with. We don't know either. Soldier said something about someone needing helpers, and that's all we know. We managed to access one of the underground computers after that. That's how we learned she was taken to the Wineford military factory. I have my suspicions on who this someone could be. Probably Nephars. Which means I always have a really bad feeling about this. Yeah, so do I. No one name comes to mind based on the information we have thus far. Nevadas. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. This is a guild request at the end of the day. The job's not done until it's reported in and the client gives the reward. I'm dragging Erica out there so I can get paid whether she likes it or not. We'll save her for sure. Sounds like we're headed to the same place then. You can count on us for support. Yeah, the more the merrier. Thanks everyone, we really appreciate it. I should at least be able to lend a hand when it comes to things like information gathering and technology. Don't undersell yourself, I'm sure you'll be of great help. Not gonna lie, running into you guys was good timing. We could really use the help. No problemo. Teamwork makes the dream work, doesn't it? So the military factory is that away, huh? Yep, let's get moving. Well, onwards we go. How far through will we go before the game stops us for the whole Reverie corridor malarkey then? Actually, quite a distance. Probably because this is a long hallway, holy shit.
Enemy threat level high. Caution advised.
Actually,
Looks like we're not alone. Now's our
Tempted as I
chance.
am to knock their asses farther underground, it's probably not the best.
Oh, doesn't know that's bit before they do. Okay. Actually, I should probably like put the moon lens on someone quickly. I don't want to impede on someone though. That's the only thing. I'm not impeding on them. Should probably just do this just to see. Oh, we did miss a chest. Damn it.
Ooh, I found a treasure chest.
Gravelon Hammer SR. Okay. Looks like we've found where we need to go. It's down this side passage.
I wonder who would put that chest there.
Ooh, a holy symbol.
Looks tough. Better watch ourselves.
A Truson buckle. Ooh. More accessories. Yeah. And a brave seed.
Huh. Not often you see one of
Yeah, it's not often, but we've got a few now. Probably should.
Very nice. We made it to the other side.
Oh yeah, we're there keeping guard.
Keep going north, we'll reach the station for the military factory.
Let's mosey on down, and there we go. The trigger for the Reverie corridor. That felt like the military heading again, but to what? Alright, in we go. Reverie corridor time. Yeah, it took about an hour for each group, actually. Huh. I just noticed on the stream time. Moving back over to Rufus's group. What's happening? What is this light?
A new thread of destiny has been spun. Your path to where all may gather has been paved.
Now loading. As we're being forced to the Reverie corridor for a second time. Every other time it's been voluntary. Outside of the first time. Anyway, Rufus's group gets teleported to the Reverie corridor. Gah. Where are we? I don't know. Nor do I. Did some sort of spell transport us here? Wait. Can't seem to recall what I was just doing. It's still as I've been struck with amnesia. Can't remember what we were doing just now either. Neither can I. Rufus? When? And another familiar face. Hey look, it's a bunch of our party members. Eustace? Just what is going on here? Oh my, it's Tita the SSS and the Students of Fours. We'll talk about a surprising sight. Do all of you know them? I've never met a single one. Not exactly, though I do recognise some of them. I think the two on the left are Imperial Army. Hey Claire. Why is the former Governor General here? I thought Erebonia had you imprisoned. Your guess is as good as mine, I'm afraid. I feel like I've seen those kids with him recently, but I can't put my finger on it. Damn amnesia, this is another thing we're not allowed to remember. I'm glad that off-screen we told Crow about this place. Ugh. Nothing the garden does is by accident. There must be a good reason why they were brought here. Still, I never imagined to see you here, Ben. Nor did I think this is how we next meet, though I can't say I'm not happy to see you. Trying to process all this information is starting to give me a headache. Assuming this isn't some elaborate trap, would you care to explain what's going on? So a portion of this place shares the same name with a space that appeared on the Falls 2 years ago, yet from what you've explored thus far, it's almost entirely different. Cannot fathom why it chose to summon our group as well. That clears up some questions, but it's still difficult to accept this as reality. Let me get this straight, the mirror is what brought us here. That's so cool! Always wanted a journey inside a looking glass. No, you wouldn't. At least someone in here isn't having any trouble accepting the situation. That's simplifying it a little, but not inaccurate. So it is. I undoubtedly wouldn't accept it if it were not plainly in front of me. I have no choice but to accept what's happening falls outside the realm of common sense. Though I can't say it pleases me to be at the whim of this black mirror. Now you know what it's like to be kept under someone's thumb for once. Haha! Talk about taste your own medicine. My recent memory may be addled, but I know well enough I have plenty to say to you, Rufus. I ask you grant me the time to do so later. Yeah, you two must have a lot to talk about. Can't imagine it's going to be a happy family reunion. Yeah, just a round of fisticuffs. Very well, when the time comes. Fate has dealt me an unexpected hand, but I will accept it nonetheless. So he's Rufus's brother, huh? Seems like it, though the relationship is complicated from the sound of it. Actually, I feel like we've already had this conversation recently. Yeah, this is definitely a sense of deja vu. Let me go back on the stream quickly. That memory-altering stuff is no joke. It must be to prevent us from knowing anything that change our behaviour. Because a lot of these people here should, well, mainly anyone on Lloyd's route should not know that Rufus is perfectly not actually the Supreme Leader right now. Now imagine we run into him of all people here. Me neither. I wish we knew something about what Rufus and his companions were doing before coming here. It must be important. Like I said, there are no coincidences when it comes to the garden. There must be a reason they were called here now. Definitely. If this means that all the pieces have come together, then... I thought so. Something's happening.
New information available for all visitors, confirming completion of a new stratum.
Boy!
Permissions now granted to enter the Reverie Corridor's second stratum.
Boy, that sounds like a next time if I haven't heard one before. I joke a little bit, but that doesn't mean at the top of the first stratum the thing's now open. So we'll explore that, I guess. Also, I might rearrange the previous form. I would have to do so. I think that's how we have to do it, because kind of can't get the other blue ceiling stone. Because there was one we didn't get, because there was just no master on the floor. It said the second stratum. That means we can finally explore further in the Reverie Corridor. I take it to mean the new strata will continue to be added over time. I'm still adjusting out to big predicament, but it helps to have an obvious goal in mind. There's no point in dwelling on it when so many of our memories are missing. I'll take this place up on its offer to refine my skills and better achieve the goals waiting for me on the outside. Although accepting my cooperation may be more difficult for some of you than others, isn't that why it's special support section? We're all in the same boat while we're here. I think it'd be better to work together. Agreed. I'll be ready to pull your weight, Rufus. Same to you. So we can do pretty much whatever we want in here? I can think of a few ways to have fun. Can you both please behave? There are a few things I'd like to confirm while we're here. Whether any of us asked to explore the Reverie Corridor or not, I think it'd be wise to survey our surroundings and prepare. It's temporary part ways. I trust you free to handle yourselves without me. Got it. Bye for now, Rufus. And so, the kids that are accompanying Rufus, because I guess that's the best way to describe them. So what should we do now? We hardly know anyone here. Should we go around and say hi? I think we should behave a bit more cautiously than that. I want to confirm myself how secure this location is first, but one thing's for sure. We're surrounded by skilled warriors. Being too trusting here could prove fatal. Let's follow Rufus's advice first. We should familiarise ourselves with our surroundings. We can consider exploring this Reverie Corridor after that. But I want you both to stay close to me, alright? Yes, sir. A leisurely stroll it is. The Reverie Garden state has been changed. We will now be exploring it as Swin. Lovely. Can I access the second stratum? Mini missions are now available. Ooh, mini missions. Specified objectives generate at random that you can complete to attain rewards. List of missions is refreshed every time you rearrange the Reverie Corridor or return to the real world. Completing these missions rewards phantasmal shards, which you can collect for upgrades. So we need to rearrange it, basically. Now experience belong to Wizard's Party have been added to the share pool. Fucking finally! And additional characters can now be recruited via the gold ceiling stones. Assuming we can get more, of course. There might be dicks and just not let us do so. Ozzy and Kay will now assist us in the Reverie corridor, so will Tio. And Tio and Agate. And Gaius. And Rivers, Lapis, Rin and Nadia. Lots of people. Wait, first things first, let's go here quickly. And I'm just going to rearrange it because I'm going to need to
reconstructing Reverie corridor.
I'm going to need to do so for the first round, for one of the things anyway, so that's just how it's going to be. Which means we'll probably have to fight the boss again. Possibly. I don't know if that actually does matter.
Phantasmal
because let's face it, mini missions, let's see. So, these are some examples of what we got to do. United Fronts. Just organise United Fronts 3 times. Simple enough. Kill with Kurt. Have Kurt deal the final blow against 6 enemies. So that means that the game will want us to take Kurt. In this specific sense, we could just keep rearranging and hoping for some mini missions that are much better than this. And also double kill with combat links, specifically wanting us to do so with Gaius and Rean. Okay. Also a whole bunch of new release things to clear a bunch of stuff. Okay, there's nothing. Actually, there might be missions we have. Yeah, S-Class 1. We actually got that one. Okay, cool. What can we get with the things right
available.
Now? Oh, we don't even have enough for this yet. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. I want that to be
new contents available.
And then we need to improve it again for that. Increases the pool of available tag-along characters. Oh, hey, it gives us some of the people that we've already gotten before for tag-along purposes. And Pom Pom Pie related stuff. Yay! I don't want to do Pom Pom Pie, please. Anything but that. So yeah, I guess we've got another stratum of the Reverie corridor and possibly a bunch of other things that we can do now. I should probably just check. So yeah, so there's total of so there's a total of 5 more blue ceiling stones, one of which was in the first stratum, so we've had to deal with that. And then there's another gold ceiling stone, 2 red ceiling stones, and 4 blue ceiling stones in the second stratum for us to find. Okay. Oh, I say this is the perfect time to save the game, and I don't think that's the part I want to take in there. Next time, yeah, next time. We've gone 3 hours in stream, and I've already streamed I've already streamed 4 hours earlier today. Took a break, streamed an additional 3 hours. Let's face it, I've streamed a lot today. Maybe I'm trying to make up for it or something. But, yeah, so if you liked what you see, please do all the things you can on YouTube. Check out all the other stuff. Recently I played a good chunk of Star Wars The Complete Saga. Lego Star Wars, to be precise. Which was the stream I did earlier today. Also, I've gone back into Genshin. So, there's 2 of those streams if you want to check those out. So, yeah, that's just some other stuff you can check out if you want. And, of course, I hope you enjoyed this and all that. I should say, next time in Reverie, we'll go into the second stratum, we'll see how that goes, we'll see what we get out of the ceiling stones and see how long that all takes, and then whether or not how long that takes will depend on whether or not we'll carry on with Act 3 for any of the routes. I don't know which route we'll specifically be doing when we leave through the mirror, but as was the case in Act 2, but, you know, that's just how it is. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you all